slapped him.
My Grey Warden sense is tingling.
Fight that guy. Team up. Oh, wow. That guy's launched a big fireball at us. Shit. Oh. Knocked him down.
Well, well.
Oh, Morgan.
What have we here?
I am Shade. A pleasure to meet you.
Now that is a proper civil greeting, even here in the wilds.
Sounds like a plan, Atlas. I'm with you, bruh.
Pretty, look out the window.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Hopefully this isn't tripping off Jay's fear of underwater. I'm not sure she's on anyway.
That looks
So-
wicked.
Oh, yeah.
I've done really well.
Yeah, and the remaster makes everything look nicer as well.
Creepy hand simulator. It
Yeah,
is creepy.
creepy.
Take my strong hand. We are related.
Boom. Oh, easy. You finish him off, Alice. Oh, shit. There's a... Oh, no, that's ours. I thought there was a second one. Nope, that's our bear. Okay, why exactly? Why do you hate him so much?
You know nothing, do you?
Correct.
Nothing of us, and even
Correct.
less of those you serve.
Yes, correct.
Fool.
No way you were going to survive against all of us and a big floof bear. Just like Treebeard. Well, he's a bloody deadbeard now.
That comes before this elder tree.
Ooh, does he talk in rhymes? Oh, he talks in rhymes. Hey, Treebeard's second cousin, twice removed. Yes, spinny moves. Oh, they are doing some solid damage, but we are regenerating. We're nearly there, we nearly got him. Finish him, Geralt. Yes! Stab him in the face! And a backflip. Hells yes. Nice. Don't let your side quests get tangled with your main quest. Oh man, we gotta fight the police? Why are we fighting police for this?
Give her hell!
Well, that had some plot twists I wasn't expecting. Although that kind of matches the setting for like a nomad camp and just sort of chilling and doing whatever, I'm pretty sure that is in fact a game glitch, not an intentional result. Alright, so I've just flown in on this car, managed to not hit any of the mines that are apparently in this minefield. Boom. Nice car. Be a shame if it was to blow up! Oh, don't hit the pedestrian.
Good morning, night city, a day in the light.
Kill a police car, right? Yeah, Will. That's... Excuse me, guys, I just need to drive up the road with this. I'm having second thoughts.
Today you will be with me in paradise.
He's into it. Okay, well, that was more than we bargained for. Holy shit. Oh, I don't think I haven't relaxed yet. That was not a normal thing to do. Oh.
Good morning, night city, a day in the light. I was on my own, catching a ride.
Oh, you don't need that head. Okay, there's dudes down here. That's okay. I'll fight these. Alistair, you go hit that. Oh, he froze me. Alistair leveled up. Oh, and there's more to the side, because of course there is. Watch out, it's a mage. Down to a basic shootout with one idiot running backwards and forwards. Hey, victory! Hit this one. Never mind, it hit us instead. Nope, we were stunned. That close, and we fucking died. We will stay beating this guy and we'll shoot him. There we go. Oh yes, that's teamwork. Nice! So we're gonna fight an actual dragon. Doggo! Oh, who's this? Who the hell are you? Why are you in here in my ex-girlfriend's home? Oh, Doggo's happy to see him.
Hello, doggy.
Into the dodgy basement.
Hear me roar!
I am mage, hear me roar. You tell him, Finn. What do we do? A big nice Ice Nova. Yeah. Oh, nice clean decapitation. That's how we do it. Yeah, so they were hiding from the Tevinter Imperium. Well, that's fair. There's Tevinters really are knobs, aren't they? Go to the bridge and far away. Doggo's on the mage. Yeah, he's the good boy. Yes. Battle mage down. There we go. Cool. I get how it works now. I'm a little bit slow. Hey, babe. So, what's up? Oh, it's back! Or something. Now he's gotten distracted. Stay focused, Barry. That's true. The sheriff is a better shot, so she can snipe. Good point. I'll take it. Oh, you get back. Oh, you thought you had us, didn't you? Get out of here, dickhead. Come on, Al. Do a flip over the car. Nope, of course not. Quick to the chopper it is. Quick to the chopper. It's going to blow. Rocking horses are all just somehow kind of creepy when it's a horror or a thriller story, no matter what they're doing. We can bitch slap the darkness. Why is it tradition for Deerfest candles in the church? That doesn't make sense. I would be wrapping Christmas lights all over myself. Okay, here we go. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone. This is Nerdedness. I'm Shade. How we doing? It's so exciting to see you all on. I've just noticed I might need to readjust the stream layout. It's dropping a bit of the text off above my head here. But awesome to have you on. I am excited for tonight's episode. I've worked a 10-hour day with no breaks. My voice is a little sore and dry, but I was not giving up because tonight, theoretically, we find out what is the deal with Project Zero Dawn. What was it? How did it save humanity? And then I guess we find out what happens next for Aloy on top of that. But I am so keen. I was so disappointed last night that I had to finish a bit early, but it means we can appreciate the scope of what's happening in this tonight. Vito, you are good. Thank you very much. God of War Law, you have shared your Minecraft pics. Why don't we have a quick look at that before we get started? Lyrium Midnight, hope you're all doing well also. What have we got? Oh, hang on. Which channel did we put it in? You put it in general chat, perhaps? There we go. Sheep pen, very good. Oh, it's a Brock and Sindri looking shop. It is. Looks like it's like a Minecraft version of the dwarves and their shop from God of War. I love it. Excellent. Keep the creations coming, everyone. Lyrium, yes, very chilly in Victoria. It was cold here all day today. I was wearing multiple layers of pants. Thank you, Vito. I should have done the big screen for the art sharing. My apologies. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Well, it won't let me zoom in any more than that though. But the pics are on Discord. Check them out. And Midnight, you're good too. Awesome, awesome. And Vito, you have not missed any of the story bits. No, you're good. Cool. Oh, if you hit open in browser, you can see it bigger. Right, cool. No worries. And God of War, if we've got any requests, check them in Discord. No worries. All good. Cool. Okay, so to try and very briefly recap, we have learned that 1,000 years ago, in approximately 2066 or 2065, but around 2065, 2066, the military bots that were created by the was it Faro Corporation? They got corrupted and went rogue for some reason, utilizing their ability to self-repair and self-replicate to sustain themselves. Also, their ability to consume biomass to refuel themselves and power themselves. So they started just replicating and eating, or killing and eating all organic life on Earth. Elizabeth Shobeth was some expert, awesome, genius person who was brought in to help solve the crisis. She came up with Project Zero Dawn. She apparently looks 99.47% like Aloy, so hopefully we'll find out what the connection is there. Vito thinks she's a clone. I'm open to that suggestion. I reckon maybe cryogenically frozen test tube baby Aloy. Maybe. I don't know. I'm very interested to see what happens. It basically was Skynet, yes, Vito, because those military bots started overriding and corrupting other bots. And that's why... Well, now we have those military bots, those corrupted machines. They're being uncovered by the cultists in our time now. I'm sure we'll get back to that storyline and their intentions and what we do to stop them later. For now, we're trying to figure out what's happened in the past. There was a military operation. I can't remember what it was called. Something about a last stand or victory at all costs or victory, whatever it was, where they basically conscripted civilians to act as a militia and cannon fodder to just slow down the machines as much as they could to buy time for Project Zero Dawn to be completed. They succeeded only just. If it had been even a day later, or if they hadn't slowed the machines down by even one more day, everything would have failed and maybe the whole Earth would have been destroyed. We'll see what happens next. What are we going to play after Horizon Zero Dawn? Good question. I'm not entirely sure yet. We'll discuss this a bit on Discord. Jedi Survivor is getting a bit better with its performance. We may look into that. Witcher is probably not happening just yet. There's also some other suggestions we've talked about on the notifications channel, but we will figure it out. Worry ye not. And the PC port for Ragnarok should be out around November. Oh, that is good to know. Thank you. We are definitely going to be playing God of War Ragnarok in the not too distant future, when it's available and had some patches. Okay, so in our last session also, we had to go and disrupt the cultists' telecommunication distance, right? So they had somehow overridden and corrupted or captured a tallneck. Those big bots that walk around capturing and surveying the landscape that Aloy can override to get map information. They had one. They were using that to extend their range, and that's also where we saw Hades, the AI that has talked to us or sent everyone after us. Hades was there. He appears, or it appears, to be one of the giant bots that we've seen on the mountains in the distance. Where can we see one from here? We can't. In one of the giant military bots that maybe isn't dead. And also, we've learned that maybe the Mad King of the Kaja, the Mad Sun King previously in power, who was effectively sending out the red raids to capture as many humans and other tribes as possible for sacrifice to the gods, the machine gods, to make them be nice. And we're like, that's just crazy, and that didn't work. It's very possible that, in fact, they were sending them to Hades to consume, to recharge, power up, etc. Don't know for sure. Cylons sent us on the mission to disrupt their network. They've been disrupted. Hades has been disrupted. That is what has allowed us to effectively wander around this city, the Shadow Kaja city. This is where all the Kaja exiles effectively were sent and regrouped, as they wanted to keep the old ways going. A lot of barbaric or harsh practices here. And we did a side quest to effectively rescue the queen, or at least the prince and his mum. Anyway, here we are. So, Hades was the AI. The person was named Helios. Like Helios, but Helios, I think, was his name. I keep getting them mixed up too, Vito, but they are separate entities. And so that guy might be the leader of the group. We didn't see him. He's probably going to be a pretty tough human when we encounter him.
We can't even keep us.
You saw Hades had an emo voice thing talking about who was... No, that was Helios, I think. Oh, Helios, yes. Yes, and I got them mixed up as well, Vito, but they are separate beings once I remembered that the other one was called Hades. Anyway, there's lots of references here to various mythological gods and beings. So anyway, cool. I think we are all sorted, ready to go. Our main mission here with Cylons is Deep Secrets of the Earth. Aloy explores the ancient ruins beneath the Citadel and unravels the unbelievable truth of Project Zero Dawn. Unbelievable, you say? Let's find out. Frosty also, in the audience, one of our sponsors had mentioned that she had found it to be quite extraordinary as well. So let's see what we learn. Now, let's see if I can get Aloy to do the proper parkour. There we go. As long as you don't sprint, she should autopilot most of that. Now, we're going across and down. Is that where we're going? It looks like we're going down. Follow the painted ledges. Whoa, okay.
The other side of the tower. Look for a vent.
So also, Cylons apparently was part of this cult. Or at least worked with the cult at some stage. Although he says he serves only himself, and he wants to make amends for how he may have helped them get started in corrupting the machines. Still lots of secrets there, and he's kind of a bit of a dick to deal with.
I see you've been here before.
Obviously. Now, it's very important that you hear what I'm about to say.
Mm-hmm.
I've shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused. No distractions. If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining. Is that clear?
You'll tolerate what I give you, Cylons. I didn't ask you along for the ride.
Alright, how big is this mission going to be? Because I believe there's still going to be more story after this, right? And there's still side quests for us to do and a DLC. But anyway, we're continuing. We are equipped. We are ready. Let's see what happens. Vito, I believe you can do side quests after this. I'm fairly sure Frosty would have told us otherwise. But I don't think this is the point of the end of the game. Because apparently there's still some stuff you can do because Aloy can eventually upgrade her spear.
I've spent a lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from. How the old ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence and death. A lifetime of failure. As year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello.
Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage east. And Voila. For her, all the deepest secrets of the Earth were laid bare. I suspect you will have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
Hold for identiscan.
Yes, because we get the identiscanning. We match Elizabeth well enough.
Genetic profile confirmed.
There we go.
Entry authorized.
Yes.
Malfunction.
Oh.
Malfunction.
Are you
Malfunction.
kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way. Hey! Elizabeth Sobeck here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available.
Pseudo open door.
Proceed.
I do! Get me through this door!
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Apparently.
Emergency venting authorized.
Run as administrator. Let us in. What does venting mean, by the way?
I underestimated it. Too bad now,
Oh, has that got some attentions, maybe?
Guess you can't have everything.
That will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
Okay.
Last I checked, I was the one risking my life down here.
Yes, fine. Now will you please get moving? There's so much to learn in less time than I'd hoped.
All right. Dramatic entrance started. Now, Frosty, correct me if I'm wrong, because Silence gives us a warning about make sure you've done your errands and you are prepared. I believe this is not the point of no return at the end of the game, right? There's still more stuff after this, because one of the things is, I believe Aloy can upgrade her spear at some point after talking with Silence or something, and we haven't been able to even do that yet. So we still got the basic spear that we can't even upgrade yet. It's not the last main quest. Excellent, very good. That's the confirmation we needed. Round of applause, everyone. Thank you, Frosty. Also, special shout out to Frosty once again for her guidance in making sure we get the most out of this playthrough. It's not easy. I always try to have a plan for the games we play and how we play them for the best story and linking of the activities we're doing. Frosty is very frequently a very helpful consultant in what we do, especially because most of the games we play I haven't actually played before. So very much thank you. Really appreciate everything you do to maximize all of our experience here, Frosty. So yeah, really appreciate that. What a legend. Frosty is the MVP, most valuable player. Absolutely. Okay. Our steps now are to explore the facility. Let's do that. I'm sure there's going to be some emails.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
Are you really so surprised?
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures. Attempting repair.
So, what was this room?
An entrance hall, perhaps.
Reception.
Have a look
lobby.
around.
Oh, veto suggestion. Maybe we can do Mass Effect as male Shep. That would feel so weird for me because I've only ever been femme Shep. Not a bad idea though. I like where you're going there. What have we got? Emails? I have to read. Oh, you're going to make me read stuff tonight. Okay. Another incident. This morning's unfortunate incident with Dr. Popovich is another example of reception's need for additional support. We appreciate that Zero Dawn is an immensely complicated project, but as the staff who serve on the front line, we're tired of being neglected. As we've already requested, we need human translators, fluent in Polish, for example, security staff who can subdue enraged embryologists, or embryos, for example, and dermal sedatives to calm persons who are screaming in Polish while hurling chairs and vases at reception staff, for example. Yes, most of the candidates are reasonably calm and well behaved, but we need help handling the exceptions to that rule. Please respond. Ooh, embryos. Did they just lock away? Ooh, was it? Anyway, let's not jump ahead. Let's see what we learn. Liram's always down for Mass Effect. Hey, by the way, have you noticed I've been wearing my Mass Effect t-shirt all through this playthrough as well? Love me some ME. Okay. We need support too. Reception staff continues to require additional support managing Zero Dawn candidates when they arrive at the facility. Many are frightened or confused. Some are highly agitated. These are not the sort of persons who are accustomed to having information withheld from them. At minimum, we need human translators. The Lang bots are not sufficient. And mild sedatives for the extreme cases. Any and all support would be welcome. Please, could you start by responding to one of these emails? There's a surprise. Corporate doesn't care about the front line. Oh, Vito, you're getting that tattoo of Mass Effect as well. Awesome. It's going to be like this somewhat, right? I think you've talked about it and shown us in the past. Hell yes. I'm up for that. Yeah, awesome.
Please take a seat and wait for your name to be called. A selection of beverages and snacks are available.
A smaller room.
The waiting room. Alright, what is this email going to have for us? Soundproofing. Okay, that sounds ominous. From lounge staff to admin, would it be possible to improve the soundproofing between VR1 and the lounge area? Most of the candidates stay quiet during the presentation, but the ones who scream or sob can be plainly heard by candidates waiting for their turn in the lounge. Just a thought. That is ominous indeed. Can we stop the next candidates from hearing the reaction and bad stuff from the future candidates or the current candidates? Oh, Frosty brings the goods too. Mass Effect Legendary Edition is currently on special on Steam right now. Awesome. Get amongst it. Maybe post that in the freebies channel. It's not technically free, but it's worth mentioning. Awesome game, good special. Maybe I should rename the channel to be Freebies and Specials. What do we got here? Restock or else. For the 5th time, please restock the lounge's selection of herbal teas. If I have to listen to one more egghead throw a tantrum because we're out of organic cucumber mint or blackberry sage varietals, I'm going to lose it. Please respond, and this time, no tempest in a teapot or steep demand jokes, okay? Well, so people are not treating the problems in reception seriously. It would be a tough gig they've got.
Please proceed into viewing room 1 for an important message regarding the purpose of your visit.
Right. The channel needs to be called Shut Up and Take My Money. I like it. That can be the guiding principle of the channel.
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
CD01 data intact.
Yep.
Initiating playback.
Yeah, show us the show. Show us the good stuff.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret super-weapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a super-weapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us. And here's why.
Right.
By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more.
Right.
If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating, waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies.
So they actually misled him.
To inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why?
That's what I mentioned.
One reason.
Buy time. Yep.
To buy time for you and the work you will do here. 0 Day, the day that life on Earth ceases to exist, is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness.
Yes. Show us.
Out.
Right, so that's the operation I was trying to remember the name of earlier. Cannon fodder, effectively. Oh, do we not get the answers yet? Show me Elizabeth's bit.
That doesn't make sense.
Continue.
Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us.
Yeah.
I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it.
Yeah. We'll get the answers. The answers are coming. We must be patient. And Frosty, Vito, so that was the voice of Admiral Hackett. Are you able to confirm? Because that sounded very much like it. So you've got Silence sounding like the other similar guy who's acted in other things, and then that may be Admiral Hackett. So we got a second holographic vision. Yep, that's what I thought would happen. And Frosty, by the way, what little you played today was also holy shit worthy. Awesome, very good. Some good stuff. I'm very excited to continue with this game. It's got me absolutely hooked. All right, we've got some emails in here.
They got in through the vents.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place? Tomb?
We will just prepare some arrows. Let's try and do some triple shots. We say the icon is hidden behind my portrait, but that's where we can notch multiple arrows for multi-shots. All right, multi-shot to the face. All right, what is this?
It is accurate, yes.
So these mechanical monstrosities, they don't just kill people, they feed off them?
Not just people, all organic matter.
Every living thing dissolved into nutrients. Millennia of evolution liquefied. The miracle of life reduced to bloody biofuel.
In a word, yes.
Who did this? Pharaoh? That arsehole. Is he here?
No, Doctor.
Please, tell him Tom Pake wants a word. Now, get off! Get off! Doctor, please, you get Ted Pharaoh in here!
Yeah, so that was the CEO of Pharaoh. The guy who kind of, created that company, right? Invented, didn't necessarily invent the bots, but very much in charge of all of that. Now, where are these guys? Guys, ages away. You're right here, though.
We're under only a little blood.
Only a little blood, and you are down. And this guy is going to come searching. In the face!
We're too close to let tribal primitives stop us now. The data points, what do they contain?
Well, that's what we're still working on, Silence. We've leveled up, though. That's kind of nice. Yeah, you tell him, bloody Ted Pharaoh. Yeah. Vito, not to name the actor, but Lance Henriksen, Admiral Hackett did voice Carl in Detroit Becoming Human. Really? I wouldn't have guessed that. I'm going to have to go and re-listen to Carl's voice in that game. All right.
Want to discuss? Whew. So, Mama, she was right.
Pardon?
My mother, she took her Bible real serious. Not just Texas Bubble serious, Pentecostal serious. Favorite chapter? Revelations. Now, I didn't always understand her on account of all that speaking in tongues and such, but when she did use her words, there was always end times this and lake of fire that on account of sinful lifestyles. Speaking of which, mind if I smoke?
A tobacco cigarette.
Sorry, darling. My tastes run classic. Compliments to your team tracked me down. Been a price on my head 18 months now. Sterling Malkeet was me, don't mind admitting. Been plenty of snakesters chasing the bounty, too. But I kept the zigging to their zag. How'd you finger me?
I believe Dr. Sobek listed you as an alpha candidate. Priority snatch and grab.
Always suspected she had a little thing for me. Hey, I don't suppose you got real coffee in this place. You know, blood coffee? Conflict cappuccinos?
Mr. Tate, I'm clearing you to proceed. Just go.
Some of these voice logs are so exasperating. Like, you just want to hear the kid speaking to shut up. And of course, those are the ones that keep going on and on and on. Yeah, I know. Like, what are we gaining from this guy? Just hearing about some creepy, cocky dude who was somehow roped in as an alpha candidate for Project Zero Dawn. Yep, agreed. Toby Longworth is a voice actor of the General. So it's a different guy. Okay. Different guy. Damn it. Alright, another email. Alright, this looks longer. Okay, Counselor Guidelines for debriefing after Presentation 1. I need to sneeze. Oh, okay. Candidates must be allowed to ask questions and be given the necessary time to fully absorb the information they've received. They are really amping up the severity of this project. It is important to be aware that candidates have just been exposed to triggers for severe mental and emotional trauma. Do not assume silence or outward calmness indicates acceptance. It is essential to stress that all other options for combating the Pharaoh plague and preserving the continuation of human life have been considered and found unworkable. Communicate this fact calmly, but clearly and firmly. Familiarize yourself with data on the catastrophic environmental impact of nuclear engagements versus the swarm addendum, okay, and unfeasibility of maintaining life in orbital, lunar, or undersea structures, so that you can counter candidates' objections in depth. Yes, so people are going to be in shock. They're going to say, what about bombing them, like Vito said? What about just living in space stations till it all settles down? And apparently that's all been analyzed and won't work, as we also got hints from the General's presentation before. If a candidate asks for time alone to review supplementary information, allow this without hesitation. Be sure to inform security personnel so the candidate can be monitored for attempts at self-harm. Holy shit, all right. Candidates should only be cleared to proceed to Presentation 2 if you believe their mental state is sufficiently stable. Note that real-time support will be available at your focus. Security and medical crisis teams are at the ready. Unknown. Data corrupted. So we've heard Presentation 1. We are calm and ready enough to hear Presentation 2. Once we have...
This might even the odds.
No, I don't need this. Now, also, there was a hidey hole through here. Is this structure where we get another one of the power cores? And should I not be sneaking through here? Or should I be? There was another... Should I go and get the other email first? Guess we can always explore through here again if we need to. Yeah, so Frosty, the point is the robots aren't going to die with time. They'll just hibernate until there's some kind of organic matter for them to absorb and refuel. Yeah. The poor dolphins. Yes, true. Poor dolphins. The poor kitties. Everything was going to be eaten.
I'm sure you now understand the urgency of why we brought you here, Ms. Okilo.
Captain Okilo, are you trying to thank me for not resisting?
I believe we couldn't negotiate a diplomatic solution.
When it came to my country's lithium, it was always a swarm that would be sent to negotiate. Metallurgic International, U.S. Robot Command. The markings changed, but the robots were the same.
You have had considerable experience in human-robot conflict.
Yes, and I've got the prosthetic limbs to show it. Yet I continue to face this horror, even though the challenge was great. Cyber warfare. I thought Zero Dawn would be a Manhattan project to generate the deactivation codes. With the resources I had, I estimated code breaking to be a hopeless endeavor. I was almost looking forward to being proved wrong.
Unfortunately, your estimation was correct.
As your General Harris said. So then, you did not bring me here to commiserate. What is left?
So the Manhattan Project, for those who are unaware, that was the project the US pulled together with some collaboration with its allies in World War II to create the atomic bomb, of which 2 were dropped on Japan, on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and that was enough to stop the rest of the conflict in, well, at least a significant portion of the conflict of World War II. I'm not a history expert, nor am I a war expert. Don't grill me if I get some of those details a little bit wrong. So the last power core is in a ruin you go to in the main mission, the mountain that fell. Alright, cool. So that's going to be a little ways off for us. Where is this other... I can see it on the compass. There's a box. There it is. You can see the box icons on the compass, hinting at things to check out. Ron Felder.
Look, let's cut the mystery. You're building a colony ship. It's obvious. And it's not gonna fly. I mean, literally. Remember the Odyssey? That multinational heap of space junk that's been in graveyard orbit since 57? That went nowhere real slow. And you have to get somewhere real fast. Do you have any idea the immensity of the challenge to prep a new colony ship in time?
To be clear, I'm not a worker on the project.
Do you even understand how few people it could save? The whole generation ship concept is not gonna happen. It's the first thing you'd abandon in favor of embryonics. For that kind of storage, we're talking a lot of bulk, a lot of power, a lot of resources. So even if you do it, even if you build it and point it at Sirius X, there's no room for people on that thing, all right?
If you could try to remain calm.
You people are crazy if you think you're getting off this rock. No one's getting off.
Medical.
Alright, so that guy's freaking out. Another reference to embryonics, which is making me think the cryo cloning or something. Maybe Vito and I are both right on this somehow. Do your best to listen to audio logs we can find. Yep, we will absolutely do that, Frosty. I'll keep an eye out on my compass for audio stuff. We definitely want to hear it all. Even if it's a bit slow, it's worth it for our maximum experience.
I don't understand why I was brought here. Why would you show me these things? I know that there's already a lot to take in. In the waiting area, I was seated with a Nobel laureate in biophysics and a monk, I think. He spoke neither English nor Mandarin. It is very strange. And General Harris? What was he talking about? The robot swarm, the Pharaoh plague? I understand it is terrible, but it really cannot be stopped? Why tell us this? There are people in Shanghai, my friends, my family. They have joined Operation Enduring Victory already. It is for nothing? We will all die? We're going to be able to answer some of these questions. I just want to know why I am here. It doesn't make sense to me. You were brought here because of your skill set. No, that can't be right. I am an art historian. I know Dutch masters, Japanese calligraphy, Gerhard Richter. What does that matter now?
I'm thinking they were rounding up talented people to clone or to create test tube babies and freeze them. I don't want to jump the gun. I should just try and shut up and listen. Alright, we've seen all the audio logs here. Let's see what's happening in here. I agree, Frosty. It's a lot to process by the sounds, and you'd be one to panic and stress out if you were brought in. Yep.
Data intact. Initiating playback.
Oh, Elizabeth. Teach us.
Elizabeth Sobek.
You've heard the bad news, and it's all true. The Pharaoh Plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness.
Right.
What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start.
That's the cauldrons, right?
We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries.
Right.
From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stalks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world.
That's missing.
And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
Right. Okay. Some questions answered, some remain.
The whole Earth destroyed, but then remade?
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Elizabeth did this. For life. For us. But why Hades then?
Yes.
If it was part of Gaia, how did it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh robot?
Yes, that's what we...
Why does it want to kill me? And Apollo, the archive of knowledge, what happened to that?
Yes.
I'm as confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
Maybe. Okay, holy shit, there's a lot to process. So yes, what I was pointing at earlier is Hades was on the list of components or AI machines or whatever. So Hades was meant to be part of Gaia. Why is Hades being all evil and stuff and trying to get Aloy killed? And then where's the Apollo knowledge? That's missing. Did something go wrong with part of the AI process or something? At least now we have some answers. So the Earth did die. They did preserve a bunch of stuff. And that's why we've got these wildlife imitating robots out there. They're all doing their bit to reprogram, re-terraform, reintroduce life back on the planet, at least similar to how it was 1,000 years ago. And in the meantime, the AI was running to finally decrypt and hack and shut down the corrupted military bots, the Pharaoh Plague. And that's, I don't know why they've been buried unless they did other bots to bury them. So that's how they were stopped eventually. I wonder if some of the tall necks were part of that or just other towers, don't know. Ooh, wow, by cloning and embryos, yeah. So, Frosty, so sus that information isn't available. Yes, not saying nothing but prepare for holy fucks, many holy fucks. Yep, cool. All right, so we've still got some more reveals to come. And the whole Apollo deal, that's going to be interesting to see whether that's referred to in this game. There's a whole sequel that might reveal some of that too. We'll have to find out. Okay, are we ready? We're braced. We now know what happened with the bots going bad. We know how they then tried to not save Earth, but just rebuild it later. But there's still some missing pieces, like why is Aloy still maybe a clone or an offspring of Elizabeth? What's going on there? Why only now was Aloy spawned in that mountain, and was, you know, the All-Mother Mountain part of one of those, or what do they call them, cradling facilities? Yeah, Apollo's the key, you reckon, Vito? Yep, I don't disagree. More voice recordings and emails, okay. Go to Central Projects, let's just take our time through this, okay. Make your selection. Text, okay, so you are now in possession of information regarding the true nature and purpose of Project Zero Dawn, classified far above top secret. As such, we regret that you cannot be allowed to leave this facility. There are 3 options available to you at this point. Please consider each carefully. Trained counselors are standing by to assist you in making your choice. Oh, it's going to be contribute or suicide or something, right? Let's find out. The other thing I didn't realize is the Operation Enduring Victory, where they armed the civilian militia to act as cannon fodder. I didn't realize that they misled them. I thought they understood what they were doing. They were fighting to just hold out. Sounds like they lied to them to get them to contribute, knowing that they would likely be killed as cannon fodder or a meat shield. But those participating didn't necessarily know that. That's a hell of a reveal. All right, what are these options? You now know all the secrets. You can never leave. We can't leave. We can't let this information out. Option 1, participation. You'll be assigned to a sub-project team based on your area of expertise. You should be aware that the way forward will be difficult and the project's outcome is uncertain. You will be expected to work a minimum of 80 hours per week, and your communications with family members will be strictly limited and monitored in real time. Upon successful completion of the project, you and your immediate family, or 2 persons of your choosing, will be transferred to the Elysium sealed habitat to live out the remainder of your natural lives. Oh, wow, okay. Option 2, indefinite detention. Should you choose to decline participation in Project Zero Dawn, you will be confined indefinitely. You will be given 48 hours to reconsider, after which your decision to refuse participation will be considered irrevocable, meaning you can't change your mind. Every reasonable effort will be made to make your term of confinement as comfortable as possible, but you will be not permitted contact with the outside world, and death within 18 months due to the Pharaoh Plague is inevitable. When the Zero Dawn facility is abandoned, detainees who wish not to opt for medical euthanasia will be released. So, once it's all done, once everything's in flight and the Earth's about to die, then you can be released and go die outside, right? Otherwise, medical euthanasia. The information you have just received understandably calls into question the purpose of continuing to live. If you would prefer to end your life at this point, pain-free medical euthanasia is available. A 48-hour waiting period is required, during which time you may instead opt for participation or confinement. Please notify a counselor when you are ready to make your choice, or if you have further questions. Holy crap. Yeah, this is a lot to take in, and I'm assuming that's also where we heard one of the other facilities at the start of the game. One of their emails talked about people willing to willingly euthanizing themselves, which must have been a facility or part of the project or something else, and people were not happy about that, but it sounded like the Pharaoh plague was about to invade and consume them anyway. So that's all starting to make sense. Frosty, you just said the same thing. Yes, call back to the beginning of the game and their audio logs. Now they are making sense. Alright, we've got some emails down here. What have we got? Text, okay. Oh, I've got a lot of reading. I've already talked so much today. Fucking hell, but we got to not skip this, right? Alright, for debriefing after presentation 2. It is vitally important that candidates chose to participate in Project Zero Dawn voluntarily and knowingly, without additional coercion and without value judgment on the part of the counselor. Confirm for candidates that they were selected due to their skill sets and accomplishments. Emphasize that their dedicated participation in Zero Dawn will increase the project's chances of success. Frame participation in Zero Dawn as an opportunity to respond actively in the face of overwhelming threat. Candidates may question the fairness of their selection. Valid such objections are normal, like we heard from the artist earlier. Even admirable responses. Emphasize the value of the candidate's expertise into the future, not just of humanity, but terrestrial life as a whole. Likewise, candidates may balk at the morality of extending their lifespans and those of loved ones beyond 0 day. Validate their hesitation, acknowledge that while the reward of Elysium is not fair, it will be earned. If possible, redirect their ethical misgivings towards greater commitment of the project. When candidates challenge the plausibility of Project Zero Dawn, permit them to review Dr. Sobek's presentations as many times as they wish and allow access to supplemental articles GO1 through P20. Allow them to suspend the interview to fully process this documentation. A significant minority of candidates will elect for medical euthanasia. It is important to receive this decision kindly and without judgment. Advise them of the 48-hour waiting period during which counselors will be available to discuss their decision. Emphasize that euthanasia will not occur without repeated consent when the procedure is scheduled to take place. No one will be euthanized against his or her will. Candidates who elect indefinite detention must be informed that they have 48 hours to reverse the decision, after which the decision... No more info. Data corrupted. Alright, yeah, well, we get the point of this stuff. That's a lot to process. People not going to be happy. Rough times ahead. Alright, can we have an audio log so I don't have to read, please?
Of course I'll do it. To be given the opportunity to rebuild what the damage that I don't feel worthy of it, but I will do it, absolutely.
I want to stress that this was never about your culpability.
It is to me. Dr. Sobek, Margot, they were smart to get out of Pharaoh when they did, but not one of us took it as a warning sign. It just told ourselves that we're cut out for the BTRI cabals. That's the better than rapid innovation. A better at competing, better than the next guy, a better killing machine. I think it's just amazing how a century and a half of science fiction did nothing to swerve our species from the path of doom. I mean, I'm done with that life. I mean, I will work hard, twice as hard, to earn this, for my family to have a place in Elysium. I never thought that there could be atonement.
Yeah, so this guy, he's on board. So he was one of the scientists who contributed to the creation of the military machines and the accidental creation of the Pharaoh plague in the first place. Yep, oh, he was on board. He was brought in. What else have we got here? Suzanne Alpert.
If you're still nauseous. No, the inhibitors have kicked in. I can't feel the back of my tongue. I wish I could tell you I'd believe in this. But the damage is too great, too extensive, too complete. With all respect to Dr. Sobek's work at Miriam, no. No, life doesn't always find a way to keep going. Sometimes it never comes back. Like Syzygy East. Like the Congo. Like Timo. Like us. That's our reward? A buried city full of terminal patients waiting out the clock? You'd grow old together, with your loved ones, in safety. I don't have loved ones. I suppose I could start a family? I'm afraid not. All inhabitants of Elysium will be medically sterilized. A habitat capable of sustaining a starting base of 2,000 individuals for up to 100 years is a huge challenge, Dr. Alpert. If the population grows instead of diminishes, everyone will be dead inside 30 years. I knew it. I just couldn't bring myself to say the words. I'm sorry? Finish it. Medical euthanasia. I want no part of this. I just want it over. I see.
Wow.
Protocols require a 48-hour waiting period, after which...
Yeah. No, I'd sign up. I mean, you get to live in a somehow protected habitat and just live out the rest of your days. I would sign up to that. Not the best outcome, but at least, you know, you get to live a full life. Ugh. Rough scenario, lot to process. How are they able to build such a habitat? Are they building it and burying it somehow? How do they keep the bots out in the first place? Maybe they don't. Maybe it fails.
Is he to make sure I behave this time?
Alert.
Security, for your protection. Would you like to discuss how you're feeling?
Sure. I'll tell you. Surprised. No, flabbergasted. Like my old man would say, flabbergasted. That vein pumping in his forehead. I thought you people were just completely underprepared for a spaceflight project. But now I can see it's worse. Much worse. Sobek is a total fantasist, a dangerous fantasist. This kind of blue skying, it's...
Yeah, he's unstable.
I'm sorry we wasted each other's time. I'm ready to leave now.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
Everything you're talking about here isn't possible.
I recommend you read the documents regarding your options.
I've seen enough. I'm getting out of here. What are you... You know... Get your hands off me!
He did not handle that news well. So he was the guy like, you're trying to build a ship, we can see that, but it's not going to fly. You're doing a terrible job. You're doing it wrong. Oh, you're not building a ship. Yeah, I see what's happening now. It still won't succeed. You're all ridiculous. Let me go. I'm out of here. No, you cannot leave, my dude. Alright, we got an announcement before. This is why I'm trying not to step too far forward, because I don't want to trip up the audio prompts. It said something about medical wing inaccessible. Got a purple piece of loot here. What's this? Stranded shackles. Yoink. What the hell do we do with those? They just valuable things to sell? I know what they are. Stranded shackles. Special items. Got them. Trading with merchants. Yeah, we just sell them. Oh, I've got other bits I could... Oh yeah, haven't traded in some of these other collectibles. Probably should do that. Alright. So, special shackles for holding those captive who are not taking the news well. Okay. Let's, run around here into the next section. What are we trying to get to, quest log? Central projects. Alright, so we've learnt the news. We're seeing how some people are handling it and some people are not handling it. Oh, medical pouch is full. There's a shop in Meridian that asks for stuff like that in trade. Yeah, cool. We will definitely check that out. So I don't really need many resources. We're already rich beyond belief. Got nearly 20 grand of shards. But there is some gear. Oh,
don't die now.
Oh, thank you, Silas. Very supportive, very reassuring. Alright, give me that weapon. Fire burster. We got one of those too. That's just pure chaos, isn't it? But it worked.
Power's down.
Is there another route?
I've done this before. Just need my focus.
Let me grab the loot. What did I not pick up here? Oh, shock traps. Some full-on shock traps. Okay, so that is locked. And we can see that there is power lines connecting it out that way to investigate, but first we shall investigate in here. Travis Titt.
Now, those lame FBI black hats at Mockingbird back in the day, I enjoyed schooling them. But maybe I went in too hard on this poor counselor. She was cute, and just going down a checklist after all. Couldn't expect her to see how ridiculous Zero D's ambitions are. God's own budget thrown at a kid playing with a hologram sculptor? Palms up, honey. I'm just calling it like it is. Hey, look, Mom, I'm making nature. Now, if nature is so important, why not let nature take its course? Extinction? That's natural. Zero Dawn? No, ma'am, that ain't. Heck, it's so unnatural it'd be called an abomination back home, and you know it. That's why you're hiding it. Meanwhile, my little honey of a counselor, she's munching the inside of her cheek. Bad habit. She chewed one of her nails, too, just one. Not your day, was it, little sweet pea? Saw her quota slipping away. Said, I assume you intend to decline the assignment, Mr. Tate. You kidding me? 18 months hard labor in exchange for 30 years lounging around Elysium watching porn? Sign me up.
Yep. So that guy definitely is a dick. But he chose to contribute. Yep. Alright.
Zero Dawn. It is art, in a way.
The artist again.
An expression on the grandest scale. But there is so much unfairness. Why was I chosen? Was it decided by committee? By algorithm? My family will be saved because I happen to graduate in art history? Is this right?
Dr. Soubet? Christina Soubet?
Yes. I met a man, another historian. His fields are Bauhaus and the New Materialists. But he once attended one of my talks. Another unfair chance. Of all the many people in that auditorium, that we should both be here now. And yet, I feel more accepting of my fate. No, it is not fair, not at all. But for the sake of my family, for the sake of art. Art is alive. It must be able to speak from beyond history and echo in the future, not perish into oblivion. This opportunity, I must do this.
Yeah, so she was there to preserve art and history, theoretically into the Apollo program, which, as we can tell by the current state of humanity, at least in this part of the world, does not seem to have happened, unless Apollo has happened in other parts of the world or in other parts of the US, because remember, this is based in the US, I think, Colorado region, I think. Anyway, so she did her job, I assume. Tom Piarch?
I hashed it out with them, what the point of Artemis was.
Oh, it's an Aussie bloke.
Clear I wasn't on board for a global zoo. We haven't exactly proved ourselves to be great custodians in the past few thousand years. So the idea of a reconstituted biosphere, well, it's horrifying, isn't it? A complete horror show. We have no right to take a best guess at this stuff. But the alternative? Nothingness. For there to have been all this and then nothing. And with Charles Ronson running the show, I respect him. He's got a passion to him. He's hot-blooded. So I said I'll do it. I'll put my all into this, literally. When the project is done, I'll take the medical option, thank you.
Oh, he wants to be
I
euthanized.
might change my mind. I told him that he didn't know me very well then. For life's sake, I'll do the dirty work. But I want no part of this pathetic, attenuated future on offer.
Wow.
I'm an outdoors man. Never did like the feel of solid-state lighting on my skin. And a wee bit of a claustrophobe, anyway.
So he was going to do his best work to try and contribute and make Zero Dawn a success, but he's like, I don't want to live in the biosphere protected city you've created. Just kill me afterwards. Oh, Jesus, man. Vito. So Colorado is mainly desert. Well, there is a lot of desert in this landscape, so could be fit. I might have my geography slightly wrong, but I thought it was approximately in that region. And Frosty's biting her tongue, not to give away spoilers. Thank you very much. Yes. I know it must be tough, Frosty, but you're doing very well. Hints only, spoilers, no thank you. The answers will come. We will be patient. We shall experience them. Alright, so we're going to follow these power lines, which is what we did on the very first tutorial at the start of the game. We haven't done it since then, either. Oh, we're going to turn some combinations. Okay. And... is this... yep, definitely locked. Okay.
Here we go. Another one of these.
Another one of these... oh, hang on.
Configuration.
Wait a second.
There's a part missing. Maybe there's a storage area nearby.
Maybe, but there's also an email.
Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
Alright, one of these combinations is going to be backwards. So yeah, the reference, it's good to hear a fellow Aussie in game. Yes, I agree. It's also always somewhat jarring, because it seems like it's either just because we're not used to hearing it, but the accent always seems over-exaggerated or too strong. Either because it's someone doing an Aussie accent who's not an actual Aussie, or we're just not used to hearing it, and it just feels weird. I'm all at upside down. Thank you, Frosty. Gotcha. Not backwards, upside down. Gotcha. Yep, cool. Yeah, same when you hear an Aussie in movies. Yep, agreed. Okay. Data shows, required settings nearby, hollow locks. So, left, up, left, down, right. So is it going to be right, down? Either for this one or for that one. Let's try it on this one. So right. It's kind of dumb how the combos are always right next to each other, but anyway, it's just part of the game. Now this is going to be right, yep, and then up. It's already up, and then left. That did not work. So maybe the upside down one is this side. Yeah, maybe that's the upside down one. Alright, so let's do this one correctly then. So we're going to flip them all 180. So left. Up. Left. Down. And then right.
Done. I should check the door nearby.
Okay, I think the door nearby is at least one stage closer, but we've got to do the other locks, right? Oh, that worked. Is this where we need to get another part? Because one of those bits... yes, we're going to go up here. And so one of those bits was missing, right? So Scoops, you reckon definitely not an Aussie? It's someone doing an accent? Yep, I would believe that. And Frosty, it's so true. Just from different states, it does sound over-exaggerated or something. Yeah. Like, I don't sound like that, do I? No one sounds like that near me either. Interestingly, though, I can usually pick a South Australian, Western Australian, or Queensland accent. There's slight differences, and only because a large part of Sparkle Sauce and my family are from South Australia. So we're used to hearing and identifying some of it. Alright, that looks like the emitter we need for the hollow lock. Yoink!
Looks intact.
The upside down one has Pharaoh at the bottom instead of the top. The puzzle's clear. Ah, very good. Oh, and what's over here? Is this going to be loot? very average loot, but take everything you can. We're full on health potions, so we can't pick that up. Alright, drop down. Okay, plug it in.
That should do the trick. Now let's get that door open.
So the safe... Oh, I see what you're saying, Frosty. Yes, this thing here is upside down. The whole combination revealing unit. Gotcha. Okay. So... Sorry. So if we pretend this whole unit's the other way up... Good hint, because I would have got that wrong. I would not have noticed that. So, it's going to be down... Then left, then up, which is already up, and then right, and then down. Bring it on.
That did it.
Yes.
Should have power.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, Frosty. You sped up my problem solving there. I would have got that wrong the first time. Took you a few tries to get it. Now, your clue about the Pharaoh thing, so the entire unit, not the individual symbols are upside down, but the entire unit and the combination on it. Yep, with your clue, I knew what to do. All right, let's open this bad boy. Okay, there's people. How did they get in here? Ah, rude.
Eclipse. They're here.
Avoid contact.
Avoid?
Look good.
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
Time to fight some shit. Okay, sneaky time. Let's notch a few arrows. Okay. Identify, identify, identify.
Oh.
Okay, he's down. Launch a couple of arrows. Shoot this guy in the... Oh! No, we got him. We got him. Okay, solid guy left. Now, actually, I have enough points. We will unlock Leader Strike. If I can sneak up on him, we should be able to...
Better to do.
One-shot him. Which way is he facing? He's facing towards us. Alright, that's... Turn around, dickhead. Oh, he's gonna... It's nothing. Gotta get him into yellow state. If they're in yellow state, they can be silently struck. There we go. Sorted. Awesome. Making Grizz proud, hopefully. Oh, there's more. Okay. That's... I did not expect that. Oh, there's a whole bunch more. Okay. So, Frosty, you're saying you first put the images upside down. You said, yeah, so you had to figure out the combination unit was upside down too. Wish you could turn your laptop upside down. Just turn your face upside down. Alright, sneaky shots for Grizz, absolutely. Alright, we've got 3 arrows prepped. We are a bit far away, and there's a lot of annoying misty haze in this cave. There, that guy looks like he's ready. Gotcha! Oh, didn't finish him. Oh, still didn't finish him. Where is he? Is he behind the wall?
Shut!
Nope, he got him now. Okay. Let's prep some more arrows. Alright, who's in this room here? It's very hard to see. Shoot that guy at the back. Yes, excellent. I like this triple arrow technique. We are geniuses for coming up with it. Oh, in your face. Hang on.
Move along now.
Move along. Nothing to see here. Move along. Kapow! Yes! We're using a lot of arrows, but that's okay because we've got so many resources for making arrows, we do not even care. Avoid contact equals kill everyone on sight. Well, we can sneak pretty well with our sneak gear and sneak skills, skill points. But why do that if we can sneakily just kill everything? man. Let's just see if he's on this side. He is.
That's the last of them.
That was a guess.
H-lock structural failure. Repeat.
Or not.
H-lock structural failure. Oh, is that more guys coming in? I see moving in those shadows. Yep, there it is. Come on, man. Alright. Time to put that sneaking brag to the test. Alright, let's tag them. Search this area, brothers. All of them. What he said? Sounded pretty lame.
Don't stop looking now. Put him over here.
Nearly gotcha. There we go. Another arrow, please. Another arrow. Very good.
The sun
Oh.
can't.
You're down, but you've alerted the others magically. Okay. Oh, yeah. There's a heavy weapon on the ground over there. Let's pick that up.
Anyone see anything?
Let's just blast the shit out of him. Love these heavy weapons, by the way. A Deathbringer. Yeah, that sounds fun. Come here.
Room's clear. For a moment, anyway.
Piece of cake.
You have to find Gaia.
Okay. God of War lore, you missed a bunch. We got some of the reveals. We know what Zero Dawn was. It was to create an AI machine-powered terraforming capability.
Inaccessible. Elevators non-operational. Stairwells have collapsed.
If you want to get the full picture, rewind the stream a bit and you'll see the information with all the reveals. It's good stuff. 'Cause even now, I've barely scratched the surface as to what it all meant. That was like the oversimplification. It's worth rewinding if you really want to see it. We've got some more emails to look at here. Whoa!
And this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots.
Right.
Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. So like, you probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. Waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots. And not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. In simulation, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies.
Right.
Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started. Let's do this.
I don't get it.
Which part? It's a little technical in places.
If Gaia was designed to save life, why would the robots it makes attack people?
Yeah, that's the corruption, though.
Some forms of life more than others.
The derangement. The machines weren't always so angry.
True. Mostly they were docile until 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
For years, Hephaestus has been forcing cauldrons to make aggressive machines. I've seen it myself, in the cauldrons. Stalkers, Ravagers, the Thunderjaw. How could it do that? And why?
Why indeed?
That's true. It started producing, like, hunter aggressive type animals, not just the, you know, the grazers and the water cleansers and the scrappers and stuff that were a lot more docile. We did get hints of this in the story towards the start of the game too, right? They talked about the machines being, you know, if a human went with them, went near them, they would run away. But now, more recently, they've started to turn and fight. Hades might have become corrupted. I'm thinking it's something along those lines, Vito, yeah. Something to do with Hades for sure. Did the humans corrupt it? Oh man, I hope the cultists didn't corrupt it intentionally or unintentionally. That would be a shit turn of events. Alright, from Elizabeth Sobak. Full steam ahead. Margot, if I doubted your brilliance in the slightest, I wouldn't have picked you as the Hephaestus Alpha. Oh, so an alpha means they're in charge of something. So that other audio message we heard earlier from the guy who seemed a bit creepy as an alpha, I wonder what he was in charge of. You need to stop worrying about your age and communication style. You are who you are. Have confidence in yourself. You know what you're doing. Case in point, the latest draft of your plan for the construction and stocking of bootstrap silos to store raw materials is excellent. This, combined with your design for the AM Foundry core and the Foundry site selection plan, add up to a comprehensive plan. It's time to start construction. One detail, consult with Ayomedi Akilo before you finalize the silo inventories. Hephaestus' first task will be to fabricate the robots that will construct the Wayfind broadcast towers, Minerva. So I'm guessing Minerva is how they were shutting down the plague, right? So the broadcast towers Minerva will use to transmit the deactivation codes. So any exotic materials needed for the towers should be accounted for in the inventory plan. Elizabeth. Okay. Frosty can't saying anything would probably be spoilers. All good. Don't worry. The answers are coming. We are patient, Frosty. And soon we will be in the know with you. We will find out. All in good time. It is fun to theorize and share ideas, though. I love Vito bouncing the ideas back and forth. Love it. It's part of the fun of these games, right? All right, simulation results. Wow, you weren't kidding about Gaia's predilection for animal morphologies. Yep, so the AI likes imitating robots. Imitating wildlife. Sure, not totally unexpected given the rough natural terrain her bots will have to navigate, but I agree that there's something deeper going on here. Her designs aren't just functional, they feel almost like, well, tributes is the word comes to mind. As though she's already mourning their loss, and not just for the disappearing fauna of our time, but creatures from the fossil record too. References to megafauna in some form of her designs. So cool. Yes, like the big crocodiles and the thunderjaws, they imitate dinosaurs. They are big fellas. Well, whatever Gaia thinks up, Hephaestus will empower her to build it. I just wish we could still be around in a century or two to see what she makes. Margot, or in a few more centuries on top of that. Theorizing is awesome. It's paining your soul right now because you can't contribute, lest I spoil. All good, Frosty. No, that's all good. Like I say, this is why we love having you on board, because you can help us in the right direction to enrich the playthrough and our experience. Alright, so we got to go in the door behind us. Was there anything to explore over here? I don't think so. I think it's all sealed off, right? Yep, and that looks like that's something in the middle of being constructed or a symbol. I don't know, doesn't matter. Through the door ahead. I think we've got all the text and audio logs so far. Nothing else on the compass, nothing else showing up when we scan. We shall continue. And nothing back here. Alright, up the stairs, please, Aloy. Give me dim answers. Okay, across the catwalk. Oh, there's another iPad in there. Can we get around to there? Yes, let's assume we can walk around. What do we got here? Another... Oh, this is one of the guys I shot. It is.
I think this is it. Elizabeth Sobek's office. But it's sealed off. There's got to be a way inside.
Keep looking.
So we can't get in through this way. Okay. We will find a way in. We will read those emails. This one you've got to continue to get into. Okay?
Careful now.
More Eclipse. Alright, our bow is prepped. We'll make a few more tough arrows. So I've got to continue to get round back into that office, into those areas, right? Oh, there they are. Considering we're an inside facility, there's an alarming number, or an alarming amount of fog blocking our vision. Just take everyone out. Alright, so we're gonna jump down, yeah? Yeah.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations.
Right.
I am Samina Ebaji. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world, ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries. 42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic.
Right.
Third, the transferal and encoding of all that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils. The only medium capacious and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come.
Right.
And last, but not least, the development of the holographic interface and gamified curricula, by which future humans will commune with Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system.
Ah.
That is the future towards which all of our efforts will be directed. Not just the preservation of the past, but the seed for the flourishing of a new tree of knowledge. Welcome, and let us begin.
Okay. I wonder, therefore, did someone gamify, level up, and gain access to Apollo and thought, I'ma be a dick and try and control everything and be ruler of everything, and here we are with all the events that have transpired, perhaps. So Frosty, it's not fog, it's the god-awful lighting plus the hardening minerals, yeah, in the damp, misty atmosphere. And Vito, 1 zettabyte is 1 billion terabytes. Shit. It's very large. Oh, okay, we got an email here. Fortunately, the voice playing did not alert the nearby bad guys. Very fortunate. All right, encapsulated DNA. That's what you just mentioned. All right. And the winner is encapsulated DNA. Over the past 10 days, I performed an exhaustive review of data storage solutions. Magnetic, optical, quantum, even that eternity tech that FAS was shilling at a year or so ago. Every other solution has one or more fatal shortcomings. Too heavy to transport, too massive to install in the allocated space, too power intensive over the centuries, too prone to failure past 300 to 400 years, etc. Encapsulated DNA will easily hold the 40 plus zettabytes we're projecting for Apollo. There are still many details to finalize, of course. To start with, we need to select the inert material in which we'll embed the molecules, already testing 16 candidate materials, as well as the design and fabricate the power systems and sealed reliquaries that will keep the DNA at minus 18 degrees Celsius for 1,000 years. Damn! So long as I assure you that it didn't factor into my decision, may I confess that I deem it entirely fitting, indeed was it propitious? I don't know that word, but anyway, indeed propitious, that we will be using the very building blocks of life to preserve human knowledge from mechanized extinction. It is not just ironic, but heroic. Life as the hero beating back the forces of oblivion. In any case, much to do. Until next time, peace be with you. Alright. Good entry. So many games one could install with that many zettabytes, yeah. Ah, so many movies. I wonder if they've got Rick and Morty saved. Alright, we got another email down here, and then we'll start fighting stuff, I guess. Okay, another email. God, there's many of these, isn't there? Alright. Apollo update. Over the past 2 months, the full benefit of our procurement of a copy of the Homer archive from Far Zenith has made itself known, and as a result, all of Apollo's key deliverables are on schedule. Apollo has already surpassed 40 million discrete data entries and continues to grow. The physical science modules are effectively complete, with soft science modules close behind. World history, cultural data, and media archives are also on schedule. Language preservation is wrapping up, a bit ahead of schedule due to falling short on our goal to preserve 4,500 languages. I suppose the tragic loss of Papua New Guinea doomed that goal from the outset. Oh, Papua New Guinea fell early, did it? With attendant curricular development about to begin. All right, so this, yep, they're about to do the next stage of their leveling up education pieces. Speaking of the heuristic curricula, they are performing well in testing, with children and adolescents demonstrating high levels of engagement with and trust in the Aristotle and aphasia personae. Personally, I find them highly engaging, especially when they debate. I wish half of my professors had been so entertaining. Peace be with you. All right, very good. So Frosty, as a specific example of the large volume of a zettabyte, the installed base of storage capacity in 2020 has been estimated at 6.7 zettabyte, while total data created or replicated in 2020 was 64 zettabyte. Shit, that's a lot. That's more than I expected. So that's in our real world today, right? It continues to grow at a massive rate, yeah? Even like, I think every minute there's like 1,500 minutes of video uploaded to YouTube or something crazy. I don't know how they're staying on top of it, but they're doing well. Alright, snipe this guy in the back of the head. Kapow! Not even a sound. No one's aware. Oh, did that guy... Oh, there's so many walls here. It's hard to see who is in front, who is behind. Should have carried that heavy gun in. Oh, there's more in the distance there too.
All of this lost. The ancients' greatest gift to us.
Greatest? How about the fact we exist at all?
To abide in ignorance is a curse, Aloy. You all people should know that.
So this is where the knowledge is here. This Apollo facility here, right? So this is what was apparently maybe never released. Ooh, we'll have to wait and find out what went wrong. That guy's got a big gun in the distance. It's our objective to take him out. Nope, find the entrance to Sobek's office. That's our current objective. All right, well, take out some bad guys first. Is this guy about to pop out? Nope, he's behind there somewhere. Oh, these...
There's a corpse over here!
And you're also a corpse, my dude. I rolled too close to him that I alerted him, but it's alright, we took him out. Oh, the other guy's been alerted. Heavy boss man, where are you? Oh, you're upstairs somewhere. He's the last one too, right? Yes, he is. Coming at us with his big old gun.
The last of them. Alone once more.
In what should have been a cave of wonders.
Yeah, so So I'm guessing, therefore, they obviously chose and selected and curated what to preserve, because if we had like 64 zettabytes in 2020 of all Earth's data, I wonder how much porn may get it in there.
No space.
And things like Baby Shark.
Dr. Sobek, please archive this testimonial in Apollo. Cross-reference to all mentions of my name and Operation Enduring Victory. My name is General Aaron Harris. From 2060 to 2066, I served as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the highest-ranked officer of the United States Armed Forces. The tenure of my command included strategic planning and oversight of Operation Enduring Victory, a falsehood perpetrated on the civilian populations of the United States and other nations during the last 14 months of life on this planet. Before the Pharaoh Plague, I did my job and did it well. I was bold and decisive, crafty in political maneuvers. It wasn't an accident that I rose to my position and became the commander of the largest mechanized force ever assembled. But to what end? My only lasting achievement was the extinction of life on Earth. And my one redeeming act, if any, was to delay that extinction by days or weeks, by throwing more death at it. It is my hope that there will be no need for men like me in the world to come. If you are one of the people of that future world listening to this message, please know that I am sorry and that I wish you well. Sincerely, Aaron Harris.
Duly noted, Mr. Military Commander Man. But you succeeded, my dude. Although, yes, why is the info repository failing? And Vito, Baby Shark needs to be deleted from any database. Yes, maybe there would have been a vote to extinguish any reference to things like Baby Shark or the Kardashians or something. Real Housewives of OC, etc. Reality TV, don't put any of that shit into Apollo. That is garbage. Married at First Sight, all those rubbish things.
Welcome to Hades. Zero Dawn's Extinction Failsafe Protocol. The ultimate killer app. Now, I know what you're thinking. The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what?
Yeah.
Just plumb crazy, ain't it?
Yeah.
No, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time. I mean, imagine you're Gaia, 200 years from now, and this new biosphere you're growing, it's all gone wrong. Alkalines are skyrocketing, coniferous forests eroding under the lash of superstorms that would have drowned Noah. It's chaos, spinning top that won't stop wobbling. And what are you gonna do? Release phase 1 organisms into that hot mess? Hope their CO2 and methane can balance out what you got started? Hell no. What you're gonna do, Gaia, is step aside while Hades takes over and does what you're just too darn nurturing and life-loving to do, which is burn that misbegotten mess of a biosphere to the ground so Gaia can start over. Okay, not burn, more like reverse terraforming operations and suffocate it. But you get the idea. Hades takes the biosphere back to zero. Square one, blank slate.
Right.
Then, only then, does it hand the steering wheel back to Gaia and say, try again, old girl. And better this time, or we'll have to do this again. That's Hades. It's pretty badass when you think about it. Extinction on demand. Death on speed dial. All for the greater good, of course, but still, kind of metal. So welcome to Hades. Welcome to the void.
That's the weird...
Okay, so, if that's the original purpose of Hades, why does it want me extinct?
Yeah.
We need more data.
And how does it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh Titan, getting worshipped by the Eclipse like some kind of god?
I'm learning as you are, Aloy. Keep searching.
She's just brainstorming out loud, Silence. Come on, contribute, my dude. We're brainstorming in the chat. You should be brainstorming and being helpful too, Silence. So, Frosty, exactly what went wrong? So, Hades was the reboot button. I wonder if Hades had to actually kick in at some point, and how many times? How many times was everything reset? Don't know. But yeah, why does Hades in an old busted-ass Titan bot thing? Why is it trying to take out Aloy? And still, why is Aloy seeming to be a clone or something of Elizabeth? Anyway, that was the psycho guy, the weird, creepy psycho guy. That his job, he was to somehow head up Hades. That makes complete sense. What have we got here? We got any more email? All right, noise complaints. From Travis Tate to Elizabeth, so he was complaining. Colour me confounded, Lizzie. Bashcore? Anyone who says the old TT codes to Bashcore is straight up lying, and you know it. Old Trav don't have no truck with commercialized razzle-dazz, nuh-uh. Heck, I'd rather guzzle a liter of Citarum runoff than listen to Grey Swarm for 30 seconds. Hand to God, I swear my mama's grave, and she was religious. So this is leading into a bit of what, was it you saying before, Frosty? Imagine having to be the one to make the decision to throw people at something as cannon fire. Oh, sorry, you were talking about the commander, yes. I thought you were talking about, imagine being the one to make the decision as to what gets uploaded and saved versus what gets turfed out like a baby shark and not included. No, that ain't Bashcore blasting in the Hades lab, shaking the walls, rattling folks' teeth. It's death metal, girl. Classical music, 80s and 90s mostly. Got me some Dutch deathcore, some Japanese gore grind, some Swedish cannibal themed stuff too. Stop by if you want to listen. Or heck, just come within 50 meters of the lab. Ain't no Bashcore, you'll see, or hear, rather, in the screech that rends the air, and feel in the throbbing pulse of the floor and walls and ceiling swallowing you up, like you was Jonah trapped in the gullet of gothic deathfish. Hallelujah. And for those requests to turn it down, no can do, Lizzie. This is how I code. Turn down my death metal? Might as well give up stimulants, chocolate malts, and industrial accident vids. Last time I heard, we was supposed to be coding Hades down here. Am I really supposed to code an extinction protocol without death metal to inspire me? No, I don't think so. Tate is such a dick. Stop playing with your death metal at high volume. Yeah, yep, he was in the zone. That was his job, eh? And so, Vita, you're thinking maybe if one of the robots AI got into Hades or copied Hades' program. Yeah, something's definitely gone wrong. Either, yeah, one of the bots. I still think human intervention. I still think someone's discovered it and decided to do dodgy or bad things, or got influenced or coerced. It's something like that, right? Oh, we got to be close. Our guesses have got to be close. Ever heard of earphones? Come on, Tate. Nah, man, that's too restrictive. He needs his ears to be naked, not like mine, contained in this headset. Oh, shit. I wasn't paying attention. What was that one called? Hades Protocol, Hades Protocol, data point. Data point. No, these are old ones. This must be it. Hades Protocol. All right, we found it. Okay, Tate here. Just popped 3 blues, but I earned it. Finally figured out a Goldilocks solution to Gaia's rather extreme executive authority. If that ain't worth 10 to 12 hours of dream time, what is? Before this, every usurpation protocol I designed failed in simulation because it was either too hard or too soft. Too hard, and it degraded the Gaia core. Sure, it pried her figurative fingers off the figurative driving wheel so Hades could take control, but by breaking her fingers, sometimes her arms too. Right, so that couldn't fly. Everything depends on Gaia taking control back after Hades has done its business, so had to find a solution that didn't leave Gaia any worse for the wear. Too soft, and Gaia only pretended to relinquish control in the simulation after simulation. Hades would take command of the terraforming system and reverse operations, only to have Gaia lurk in the background, quietly reversing processes and falsifying telemetry to hide its interface. Sneaky! I swear, ain't nothing Gaia wouldn't do to keep life going, even when it's a simulated plant life. Turns out the just right solution is to isolate Gaia in a protective code shell, preserving its integrity, then unseat it from command position so Hades can slip into the figurative captain's chair and work its magic. Those blues are coming down strong now, so I'm not really describing it too clear, but pretty sure it'll work. Yeah, those blues are plenty strong. Guess it's time to sleep and to bed. I'll be back tomorrow. Alligators! So, between the two protocols, he was struggling to get the right balance where Hades needs to be given control to finish its reversing and re-extinction protocols, then Gaia to come in and start producing and saving life all over again. Maybe this idiot Tate done something, Vito. Yes, could have been. I started to think that too a little bit. And it was definitely something. And all he had to do was use his focus and his ears would be as naked as the day he was born. Oh, that's true. So he could just listen through the focus with naked ears, Frosty. Not saying a word. Very good. Very good. The answers are coming. Archive abuse. What is this? Oh, man, so much reading. Okay, so, Mr. Tate, this mail concerns Apollo archive submission, blah, blah, blah. Your 666th submission in just 5 days, and oh, what a doozy. Despite earlier warnings regarding inappropriate materials, you chose to submit 265 holographic remasters of acknowledged classics of extreme exploitation cinema. Allow me then to thank you on 2 counts. 1, for giving me the pleasure of rejecting your submission, thereby consigning your favourite Eastern European torture flicks and their ilk to the dust heap of oblivion. It truly warms my heart to know that I have saved future humanity from the ordeal of experience not just one, but all 16 installments of Making a Millipede. Don't worry, the Pasolini material has already been preserved. Extreme perhaps, but art. And point 2, for clarifying a concept that has so long been ambiguous and ethically fraught for archivists such as myself, the definition of obscenity. You have freed me from the subjective quagmire embodied in Judge Potter's famous utterance. I know it when I see it. Thanks to you, I can now apply a single objective criterion. If Travis Tate submitted it, it's obscene. Accordingly, I've directed Apollo staff to summarily reject all of your future submissions, sight unseen. Perhaps you might invest the time you would have spent preparing further submissions on, I don't know, your assigned work? We have a world to save after all, or the rest of us do anyway. Wow. Making a Millipede, so that was a bit like a Human Centipede type of horror filmography, perhaps? She's got Tate pegged, yep. Tate, definitely a unique individual, so shall we say. Alright, let's sneak.
Looks like the only way onwards.
Alright, man. I'm exhausted all this reading. Still more answers to find. Still many more goddamn emails floating around here. FZ chambers. Alright, what is this? Shit, I accidentally wiggled the mouse. Here we go, FC chambers. Alright. The ectogenic chambers arrived 2 days ago. I've spent the last 36 hours examining and poring over technical documentation. They're a revelation. Astonishing. I don't know what you had to give Far Zenith in trade to get these chambers, but it was worth it. In a single leap, their embryologists have vaulted past 50 years of technological shortcomings. The risks of ECMO resolved. Nutrition delivery resolved. Hormonal stability resolved. 12 other risk areas resolved. Before I examined these chambers, I considered the Odyssey to be a fool's errand. But if the rest of FZ's technology is at this level, well, a human colony around Sirius doesn't seem so impossible after all. Sirius? Is Sirius like another star system or a moon? Ooh, did they also send people to space? Oh, no, they didn't. They had the resources going here, right? Anyway, mass fabrication of the chambers will present a number of challenges, but I'm confident they can be resolved. I'm going to rest for a few hours, then get back to it. Expect a fabrication plan within 48 hours. All right, good work. So Frosty, you'll kind of say, like, Tate kind of grew on you. Interesting. So Sirius is the brightest star in the night sky. Ooh. I wonder if they did send people away as well. That would have been a whole separate project, though, with a lot of resources needed for that. Cradle Servitor Personae. Okay. From Patrick to Elizabeth. Development of the artificial personae for Cradle Servitors, Nurturer, Disciplinarian, Healer continues at a good pace. We are targeting Turing 0.4 for these constructs. This should allow low-grade empathy and limited improvisation without undermining adherence to codified behavior sets. So I think because they're mentioning Turing, right? They're trying to make it like just basic AI that can do some stuff with enough empathy without going too far or being too self-aware, perhaps. The stimulus-driven switching of personae, however, is proving to be a greater software challenge than anticipated, especially concerning entrenched feedback loops between the disciplinarian and the healer personae. So they enable different personae to control, or personalities, AI personalities to control the cradles. Now the cradles, weren't the cradles for the humans, or are they referring to the cradles where we call them cauldrons that build the bots? I've also attached the reports from an incident where a servitor running the mother personae intervened on a disciplinarian servitor's behavior. A parental argument, if you will. Amusing at first glance, perhaps, but deeply concerning. I've attached a comprehensive plan for correcting these interactive protocol shortcomings. Alright. So lots of... The other thing is, too, I mean, though Gaia is an AI, everything was going to be an AI, self-replicating, life-producing AI. What happens if somehow that went tits up with another Pharaoh virus of its own? Okay, Cradle Sealed. From Patrick to Elizabeth. Eleuthia 01 was successfully sealed before the swarm advancing across Xinjiang province could detect it. Pingback from crucial systems is good. For our maiden voyage, a success. Regards my disputes with the betas over zygote selection, of course, I understand we have limited overhead to run simulations of gene flow in our future humans. But we can all agree there is margin for refinement in future Cradle populations. All right, so Cradle is the human side of things. Okay, so these were AIs for looking after and governing the frozen or preserved humans or whatever the hell that was going to be. In addition to personally overseeing completion of the Eleuthia 02 site inside Mount Namuli, I will formulate and propose a modified zygote selection plan within the week. Okay. So that is AIs governing the human preservation. Still unclear. So he talked about Sirius. Sirius maybe could have been a code name of a site that was named after the brightest star in the sky, perhaps Vito? Maybe? So maybe they didn't send... But they did say they launched it, so did they store these in orbit to then come back down to planet afterwards, perhaps? After the terraforming was complete. Maybe that was the plan.
Cradle facilities. Elizabeth said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
All Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
I think so.
There's only one way to be sure.
I think so.
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted alpha registry. I need to search Elizabeth's office.
So maybe Elizabeth was another alpha?
Can't carry more.
She's the alpha of all alphas, right? She was in control of the entire program and invented the entire program to then select the alphas to lead each part of the program. Are we going up? Or, yep, we're going up. Okay. Yeah, Let's see what we can find up here. Okay, I'm not seeing any other devices to interact with. Now I am. Alright. Oh, time for yet more emails or voice recordings. Yay, voice recording. I don't have to read it.
Logic won't cut it, Ted. To pull this off, Gaia's going to need to have some skin in the game. It has to care.
What if it runs amok? Have we learned nothing from our mistakes?
That's what I was saying.
You mean?
All I'm saying is give it a kill switch.
She was just born, Ted. I'm not gonna put a gun to her head while she's still in the cradle.
You talk like it's a child. What if it becomes a monster?
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
Of course, Gaia, go on.
I'm sorry to contradict you, but Mr. Farrow's argument is sound. At this point, the development of my psyche is not entirely predictable. To ensure preservation of life, a hardwired override is, I believe, a necessary safeguard.
There. Satisfied, Ted?
Jeez, Liz, just do what it says.
Okay, yep, that's what I was wondering. Like, what happens if the AI itself goes bad? Well, something's definitely happened with Hades anyway. Something has led to our current...
Something. Some component that got removed.
Oh, we're gonna find a USB key to plug it in over there, maybe. Let's listen to this one.
Would benefit from antilopinae morphologies, though caprid forms show superior load-bearing capability.
You're a quick study, Gaia.
Dr. Sobek, as I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I've gathered extensive data on the quaternary extinction event.
Oh? And your assessment? Gaia?
Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural consequence.
And yet,
I find the loss of megafaunal species unaccountably sad.
Dinosaurs and
They
stuff.
passed forever into oblivion. Causes me to experience a grief that is difficult to describe.
Right.
Am I malfunctioning?
A little bit.
No, Gaia, you're not. This is good. It's very good.
So Gaia became a bit sad about dinosaurs and other megafauna that predated human or even Neanderthal times was wiped out previously. Don't get sad about them. That's going to make you bring them back somehow, or try to. Anyway, I guess that's part of the inspiration behind some of these large hostile machines we encounter. Although maybe they weren't always hostile towards peoples.
You will undergo a brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and final instatement.
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand.
Elizabeth, I detect distress. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
I realize that circumstances compel us to launch earlier than we hoped, but all subsystems are operational. The odds stand in our favor.
But what if... Gaia, there's nothing left out there. You can't even survive unless you're wearing an environmental suit. There are billions dead, in fear and agony. What if it was all for nothing?
Elizabeth, extinction was inevitable. Thanks to you, life will have a future.
You really believe that?
I believe in you, Elizabeth. In you, all things.
So Frosty, you thought Gaia was talking about the upcoming extinction. That is possible. My understanding of the Legal megafauna were sort of in not quite, well, sort of prehistoric times, post-dinosaur times, where there was a very rich oxygen atmosphere, where a lot of animals were just enormous, including on Australia. Like, there were some really big wombat and kangaroo types of megafauna. I learned that in some random weird wildlife museum somewhere in South Australia, I think. But anyway, I think that's what she was referring to, is the past unusual megafauna that's already died out before humans came along. But maybe she was talking about stuff to come and other species that were going to be wiped out as part of the events taking place. Oh, hang on. Did we get all the... Were there any other emails? This is where... Yes, cool. We got this one. Alright, over here and in through that door. Very good. We're in her office. Gather the supplies.
Full already.
Yep, inventory full already. Of course. What do we got here? Odyssey has failed. Interesting. Let's read that. From Elizabeth to all the alphas. Odyssey has failed. All. Some terrible news, I'm afraid. Far Zenith has informed me that the Odyssey mission has failed. Last night, telemetry indicated a catastrophic antimatter containment failure as the drives spun up to depart the solar system. So there was one that was sending to Sirius. So there we go. The ship, its crew, its cargo of zygotes and seeds, its alpha build of Apollo were all lost. Zero Dawn is now the only hope for the continuation of the human species and earthly life. We must succeed. There we go. There's the answer to that one, Vito. So they were sending a ship into space as well as a secondary plan, and somehow it failed. Okay. So Zero Dawn on Earth was the only last remaining hope. Well, it looks like it did survive and succeed in some form. Artemis status from Charles to Elizabeth. It's coming along, Liz. I'm positive about it, if those words can still mean anything. Had my sleeves rolled up negotiating with frozen zoos for their samples. So many species trapped in ghoulish hologram dioramas, suspended in what-ifs. More than 14,000 that went extinct between 2000 and 2043. Oh, wow. So in the year between the year 2000 and 2043, so we're only halfway there now. There were 14,000 various species that went extinct. All right, that's a bit gloomy. We've started mapping out primary succession, selecting the pioneer organisms for a balanced and sustainable biosphere. Microorganisms and insects, rabbits and hawks, foxes and wolves. Thousands more that will have to wait their turn until our new generation can be entrusted with the duty of restoring them, so they can return to a world that, this time, will understand the concept of conservation before it's too late. There's already been too many lates. We lost a whole collection team during the swarm breakthrough in Myanmar. The samples we lost were, well, irreplaceable. But thanks to you, Liz, the circle of life will bend, not break. The Earth will be a lifeless rock before... Sorry, it was a lifeless rock before, and someday will be again. But not now. Not like this. Not on our watch. From Charles Ronson. Alright, this is what we need to access.
The Alpha Registry master file.
Yes, what does it mean?
Yeah, no signs of corruption.
Then what are you waiting for? Copy the file.
With this, I can restore the registry at the hatch inside Allmother. Open it. Go inside.
And grasp the secrets within.
Where I was born. Maybe who gave birth to me.
Who? Are you really so naive? There will be no who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a what, not a who.
You bastard.
Oh no, I had a legitimate birth. It's you, Aloy, who are the creation of a machine. But what kind of machine and why? Why were you created?
To restore order, to restore balance, maybe. Did Gaia deliberately... Whoa.
You need to get out of there. What you found is too valuable. You're too valuable.
Yoink. Can we delete this copy? Oh, that's a bad guy. Is that Healus? The big boss bad guy, we assume? That's gonna go boom. Maybe the data's destroyed, but we've got our own copy, so he can't get it, which is a win. Oh, oh, oh.
Still alive. Good.
It is Healus.
I have a more suitable death in mind for you, child.
He is proper psychotic too. We learnt some of his... We heard some of his audio files last session. Okay, now what? Trapped?
My entire life, I've always known one thing with prophetic certainty. That I was destined for glory as a great champion of the sun.
No focus.
Even when Jiran was murdered. Even when Meridian fell, I never doubted my destiny. Until you came along. When I heard that you had survived, a doubt took root in my mind. As sure as the sun rises and falls each day, those I am bade to kill die. And yet I failed. How? Why? With each dig site you attacked, each loyal soldier you killed, this pestering doubt grew. It grew when High Priest Bahavas went missing. And when the true Sun King Itamen was snatched away. It not only grew, but multiplied.
That's the side quest we did last night.
Of the moment my knife pierced your throat. One twist, a simple tug of the blade, and you would have bled out. In slaughter, I am a practiced hand. So why hesitate? Why fail my destined purpose?
Rost saved the day. Oh, you knew it was wrong? Rost.
See that scar on your cheek? You didn't get to finish.
Yes, I remember. He fought well. For a savage.
His name was Rost, and he was a better man than you could ever hope to be.
Yeah.
The better man is the one who doesn't end up with his guts steaming on the ground. No. It wasn't him. I could have finished you before he attacked. But I didn't. This failing troubled my thoughts. Haunted every step.
He sounds very calm.
Captured you. Down in that place.
Creepy.
That I finally glimpsed the sun's design etched at length across the course of events. You were meant to survive that day on the mountain. Meant to interfere at dig sites and kill my men. Meant to eliminate High Priest Bahavas. Meant to snatch Itamen away. Conversely, I was meant to capture you. Here. So that you might die as a sacrificial offering to the sun.
Okay.
Everything as it was meant to be. Predestined and preordained.
I don't think so. I think you're a bit misguided there, sir. Plus, he's got that... Oh, well... He's got that calm, creepy, but deluded demeanor about him.
You're an idiot. A dangerous idiot, but an idiot. All this talk of destiny and fate. I'm sure Hades speaks the same language, doesn't he? You're being played for a fool. Hades is an ancient machine, not the buried shadow of Karja myth. It doesn't care about Meridian. It wants to kill everything and everyone. And you are its dutiful slave.
Yeah.
I serve not the buried shadow, but the sun in shadow. All halves of nature joined to one cause. Shadow to sun, dark to light.
Do you really not hear how ridiculous that sounds? You've gone from serving an insane homicidal Sun King to an insane homicidal machine. You're moving down in the world, not up.
I'll remember those words as I watch your corpse burn. Whatever's left of it. You fail to grasp the point. As surely as you've been conquered, so has all doubt. And with certainty of belief comes unstoppable force.
Then open this cage and put your faith to the test. See if things work out like you expect.
The circle has closed. Every element is in its proper place, exactly where it belongs. The errant beast, now caged, will serve her true purpose. A sacrificial animal.
What are you planning?
Oh, speaking of sacrifice, I forgot to tell you. After you crashed the Eclipse network, I sent messengers into the east to rally the forces there and mount an invasion of the sacred land.
Oh no, the Nora land.
I ordered every Nora killed. I was hoping to catch you there, but alas, it all seems to have been unnecessary.
Bullshit.
Why butcher dozens of innocents for no gain? It's a waste of effort.
You're right. I won't even be there to enjoy it. In any case, I couldn't recall the order even if I wished to. Thanks to your destruction of the network, communication over distances is impossible. You not only doomed yourself, but an entire tribe. Do we not see the scorching judgment of the sun in these events?
No. Just a creepy dickhead.
Such a powerful device, isn't it? And yet, so fragile.
Broke it. Sorry, we'll get his.
So you see, this time, I did not hesitate. The knife has already been twisted.
I do like his bullet necklace thing. So he broke our focus. Can we steal his with his extra info? Have we saved our data to the cloud? Alright. We're gonna have to fight somehow. Is someone going to help save us? Where's Silence? We need Silence to help out. What are we seeing?
Karja faithful, rejoice! Our years in shadow are over. A new dawn trembles on the horizon. A new day soon to break. And when it does, the false Sun King will be dead, and Holy Meridian ours once more. In this, I have become an instrument of prophecy. All halves of nature join to one cause. Shadow to sun, light to dark, night to day. Behold!
We shall see. All right. So, pillars are our friends. Thank you, Frosty. That's good to know.
Hold your seats! Can you not see the proof of the sun's blessing before your eyes?
He's got control.
Such as these prowl in broad light of day. Were they not approved by the sun and joined to our cause?
Behemoth?
Many years ago, to consecrate this great ring, the Radiant Turan ordered many faithless, crushed beneath the hooves of the Behemoth. Mighty is the Behemoth in the eye of the sun, but it is mightier still, infused with the power of shadow.
Yes, corrupted stuff is harder.
Who schemed and slithered be the first to die. Let her be the first of thousands!
Okay, let's see how we do. Up and down we go. Where's our equipment, or any equipment? We don't have a focus, but we can still fight. Alright, so corrupted machines are even worse to fight than normal machines. We've already established that.
My weapons are up on the platform. There's no way out of this ring. Maybe I could use its strength against it.
Okay, can we get it to charge and break some shit? Is that what we're gonna do?
That pillar's weak. Another hit, and that pillar will come down.
This pillar? Whoop.
Gotta get out of the way.
So which pillar is weak? Which one did we weaken? This thing?
That did it. One more pillar and that platform will come down.
Cool. Got it. Thank you, Frosty.
It's down.
Alright, pillar down. That went easier than I expected. Alright, give us our stuff. Yeah. Oh, it's snagged. Into the cloud of dust and emerge re-equipped with all the things except our focus. Yeah, there it is. Nice. Yeah, suck it. Suck it, dickheads. We're gonna beat this bitch.
Guess who got our weapons back? Now you're just a big dumb target. Come
now, do we... Yeah, I have no focus. I can still manage to access an inventory and stuff, and the notebook. So, behemoths. I don't remember their weak points. Body. No weaknesses. Okay. Crate holders. Freeze canister on the back. Duly noted. Force loader on the front that we can tear off, and power cells. Alright, so... let us peel some bits off and then maybe hit a freeze canister in its behind. So we're going to want tear arrows, freeze arrows. Maybe we tie it down. I've seen that can work. All right. That's a nifty... How many things do we need to tie you down? Keep tumbling, keep tumbling. Whoa, that's a miss. Oh, shit, that hurt. How are you not tied down yet? Stop breaking my bonds. Okay, now it's down. Let's eat this and let us equip, please. What do I need? Freeze. Freeze canister on its back. That shall be equipped over here. Into our slot here. Actually, let's be safe. Let's notch a couple of arrows. Let's shoot it in the canister.
Freeze canister on its hips. Quiet arrow should set it off.
Another one there. Yeah. And... some sticky bombs for you.
They might have parts.
We don't need parts, Aloy. We're good. No, you don't. So freeze is always good because freeze makes them brittle and more susceptible to damage. Alright, it's dead. Let's just craft some more arrows of the stuff I'm running out of. Alright. All the shit. He is in shock. They are in shock. That guy had glasses. Suck it, Helis. Oh, corruptive machine fighting time.
Shadows, kill her.
Bring it on. Now these things are weak to fire. If I remember correctly. Yeah, Vito, he's Helis. He's the guy who tried to kill Aloy at the start, too. Over the edge of the cliff before Roston.
Come get me yourself!
Yeah, you pussy. Oh, did Silence come in? Has someone come to help us? Anyone? There he is. About time. That looks creative. Oh, free horsey. Yeah. About time he did something helpful. Let's go. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, they're blue. Blue means on our team. He's got some Ravagers on our team. Now we need another focus, though. Does Silence have a spare? I love that thing. I love that focus. Love my tech. Love my wearable, awesome tech. Or sawtooths. Oh, there could have been sawtooths. Yeah, good point. All right, now we talk.
So you're here. Really here. You risked your life.
Of course I did. If you'd been killed, the Nora's sacred mountain would never have given up its secrets.
Too bad you wasted your time, then. Helis destroyed my focus. And the Alpha Registry with it.
Not at all. The whole time I've been monitoring your focus, I've duplicated every data file you scanned. Installing that data to a new focus was trivially easy. Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
Yep, the very
You're really
first
good at
thing.
making it impossible to like you, Silence. But I guess I need this.
It's time to see where you were born. Maybe you'll even learn why.
Yeah. Meet the machine that birthed me into this world. Isn't that how you put it?
I'll be off.
Wait.
Right.
Since when can you override machines?
Ever since you discovered the technique. I had to destroy a corrupted to obtain the necessary parts, of course. But your example showed me how to do that as well. Yet another benefit of monitoring your activities through your focus. Truth be told, the underlying logic of the technique isn't so different from rites practiced by Banuk shamans. And though, of course, far more advanced.
Great. You're welcome, I guess.
Okay, so next Ruin gives some answers in that regard. All right, very good. So yes, he had everything backed up to the cloud and just restored to another device, and we're back in business. Okay.
How did you track my location when I wasn't wearing a focus?
Track Helis's?
Aloy. It doesn't take a genius to surmise that Helis would throw you into the sun ring at high noon.
Aha.
I wore out 2 striders getting here in time, but I did. Now be on your way.
So you were responding to Vito's question? Okay, fair enough. When we learn about Aloy's origins, okay.
Helis recognized you back in the Sun Ring. You told me that you'd assisted the eclipse. Not that you knew the man who killed who almost killed me.
So now you know. The man is a serious threat. So let's do all we can to make sure that he and Hades don't succeed.
Right.
Okay.
I'll be on my way. To make matters worse, Helis ordered an Eclipse detachment to attack the Nora Sacred Land. The tribe's already weak. They won't stand a chance. You should come with me.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. I have preparations to make elsewhere.
What kind of... Why do I bother asking? You're not gonna tell me.
When the time is right, I'll be in touch. I'll contact you later. In the meantime, should you need to return to Shadow Karja territory, I brought armor to conceal your identity.
You think of everything, don't you?
One of us has to. Aloy. When you were recovering the Alpha Registry down in the Zero Dawn bunker, I was needlessly cruel. For your sake, I hope there is someone waiting there for you inside the mountain. Not a what, but a who.
Oh, a nice sentiment for a change.
Yeah!
Thanks. Thanks, I guess. All right, off he goes. Off we go. Okay, now we're in business. So Shadow Stalwart light armor has been given. So if we were to come back to the Shadow Karja, we would have, like these lands, because we'll now be recognized, we would have to wear these outfits. That's a cool looking outfit though. Grant that. Badass looking outfit. Yeah. Okay, so quest complete. Heal up. New quest, the Heart of the Nora. So, to the Nora or a cauldron? Good question. So our main quest is to take us back to the All-Mother and to assist in protecting the Nora. I'm guessing the home tribe. All the way back here. How quickly do we want to go save the Nora? Canonically, we shouldn't wait too long, but maybe doing a cauldron will help us in order to help save the Nora? Do you think? You want to make sure you're prepared in going in there to help the Nora, right? So I'm in favor of cauldrons to arm ourselves to assist the Nora and the next chapter of the story. How does that sound? What do you reckon? Which cauldron should we be doing, Frosty, or should we just be doing all of them? I guess that's the question now too. You've done all of them by now, yeah. I've been saving them for streaming and then we got sucked into the story. Alright, I'm going to lead into cauldrons so we can therefore override more machines to help us fight the battles to save the Nora. Row is next. Okay. Is Row the one in the north, the south, or the central area? Do you know? Do I need to look it up? There's a hunting grounds we haven't done, but we can't do that till we can override Ravagers. The last one I mentioned. Central Territory it is. Okay, let's find a way. Where's the nearest campfire? Over here. That's where we're going. Let's do a cauldron, and then that will finish up our activities for this evening. And then in next stream, we will likely continue the cauldrons and the story. I'm assuming we should do the Nora saving story bit first. Tried to kill the Sun King. Because time is still of the essence for saving the day, right? So let me turn off the quest marker, please. And enable the tracking. Where are we going? We're going over here. We're going to the east. That away. Okay. Up the gates we go. Oh man, lots of information to process tonight. At least now we know what Zero Dawn was all about. We don't know what went wrong. We don't know why Aloy appears to resemble Elizabeth Sobit so easily. Oh, hang on. How are we gonna do this? Can we get in the water, please? Horsey says no. Alright, let's just ride around it then. So it's the one in the middle, then Z, which is down the bottom, then Zeta, which is top. Thank you, Frosty. That is our next course of action, doing these cauldrons, seeing what we can uncover in how these machines are being built, see what we can learn in order to override more machines. Then we go save the Nora with our new technology, our ability to override more machines to help us fight. Save the goddamn day with the technology that the Nora all fear so much. I was trying to drown the machine horse. I thought the machine horsey could swim. Maybe not. Alright, let's just save. Need to do a save. Haven't saved in so long. There we go. Awesome. Let's continue. So Z is Roman 411, so you're guessing it's supposed to be Cauldron 11. Yeah, that makes sense. But what about the likes of Rose, Sigma, and Zeta? They're using, they're Greek numbers, aren't they? Electricity and water don't mix well, but I think they are, like, resistant. Or compatible. Like, there's machines that swim. So maybe they're more than just electricity? Don't know, but anyway, yep, your statement's still true. Why are you calling Z? It's X. Z is in XI. It's like Xiao if it was... Anyway. Oh, Z is a Greek letter. Scoop bringing the lore. Scoop bringing the info. Alright, let's, haven't done this for a while. Whistle this guy. Come over here. There we go. So they are all Greek letters. I might be mispronouncing that one, though, perhaps. Oh, there's 4 of them here. Let's just beat the shit out of him. Dodge. No, that's not how you dodge. He's too committed to the animations. Oh, watch as we get slapped while we're doing the animation again. No, we're good. No blinding light for you. Like pie, so it's Zai. That's how you pronounce it. Cool. Thank you. I love the lore enrichment. Oh. You're scratching your head why it went from Greek to Roman. Yeah. Well, potentially they do could have influenced each other. So are we going down there, are we? Not through the front door, but instead we go down. Okay. Can do that. Down. Nope. Down, down, down. Parkour. Yeah, while I was pronouncing it,
going through that pipe.
X is always such a tricky thing to pronounce. And we all know I'm not good with names and labels and nouns and whatever else. All right, tally-ho, off we go. Hold your breath. Okay, we've loaded into the new zone. Piece of cake. More medicine.
Looks like I'm not the first to look for a way in.
Yes. People have died, but they've lit some braziers at least. And torches. Oh, they put some good effort into it. Thank you, fellow explorers. We shall not waste it. So, Z or Zai is the pronunciation? Cool. Yeah, Zai, like pie. Got it. Yes, thank you, Scoops.
We're curious too. But I'm better prepared.
Yeah, we are. We have got override technology. Nope. I need to hold the button down. There we go. Haven't done an override for a while. So, Lyrium, it's like Elon Musk. You don't know if anyone can pronounce that name. Yeah, exactly. That poor kid. Gonna have a hard life dealing with that shit. Whoa, what have we got here? We have a watcher. So damaging the turbine can reverse its direction. Okay. And I'm guessing we want that to happen. Let's make a few more arrows here.
Looks like things are going my way.
Oh, we just then... Do we just grab a hold of... That's not what I thought was going to happen. Why do we want to... Although we do hold on to it. Cool. Right, just had to get the coordination right. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. I made that look harder than it needed to be.
Rushing sound again.
I can't hear a rushing sound. There's water somewhere? That's a canister of some kind, a pod. Oh, come on. There we go. So, exploration through there, I'm guessing. Anything down here? Nope. Through the triangle corridor. More overrides. Give us the goods!
Need to find a way through that shell.
Okay. What have we got? Watches. Uplinks. Vent. Oh, that's bigger. That's a Ravager. Yes, and your point was correct earlier, Frosty. Yeah, the Ravagers like to shoot stuff. Those were probably sawtooths that came into the arena to save the day.
I'll let you call your friends.
No summoning reinforcements for you. Oh, there is the Ravager incoming. And a Watcher. And we can just fight them. Where is my bow with the tear stuff? There we go. Because we can blast to there. Is that the gun? Oh, we gotta use the right arrows first, you dickhead. There we go. That's the ass. Hit the gun, Aloy. That's got it.
Come on.
Pick it up. I love using heavy weapons. They are so fun. So effective. Yeah. Oh, level up. Awesome. Okay, so we want to climb across there, change the rotating direction of this thing, right? Got it. Easy does it. Shit, that's not actually working. Do we... Oh, we need to grab a hold of those. Oh, okay. Probably need to grab a hold of those things above. Oh, camera. Oh, camera gets blasted through the... Nope. Never mind, we'll run back up there. Goddamn jump puzzles. So, can we... That's better. Okay, down we go. Yes. Just gonna build us a bridge. Just like Groot. Nice. Okay, we can traverse in the same way across Meow. And even take a shortcut. Oh, you dickhead! What was that? Oh, are you serious? God damn it, Aloy. Stuck in the terrain and fell. I will more proactively jump off this time. I am Groot. Yes, I can't believe they got Vin Diesel to voice Groot. Like, what's the point? Alright, let's do better this time. Just jump off! Oh, nearly fell down again. Okay, here we go.
Alright, that should get me through.
did that... Oh, it opened the door down here. Okay, cool. So yeah, with Groot, why did they get Vin Diesel to do it when you don't recognize him? It's not really iconic, and you gotta pay millions of dollars to do it. Ah, well. They did what they did. Okay. Now we're going up there somewhere. Oh, there's ramps here. Cool. Is that not how we're getting up there? That is not... Ah, do we have to... Yep, we got to hang on to those bars from the start. Okay, fine. Grab the bars again. So Vito, yeah, they could have got anyone... or their brother to say, I am Groot. And pay them a lot less. I agree. I would have done it for like just 100k, maybe even 50k. At least to start with. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of dumb. It's also a bit frustrating to see how much some people get paid for doing so little. Okay, now we hang on to this. This does not look like it's going in a helpful direction. Okay, I think we want to make it turn around. Yes. Okay, let's try that. Apparently not. Come on, Aloy, get your shit together. Grab the things. That's better. It was pretty popular and growing name at the time. Yeah, I guess, but you still don't recognize that it's him. So that's an expensive investment. Adding hype, I guess. Alright, now through the next triangle tunnel. Read the comment above. Probably wanted to add Vin's name to the roster, yeah. So yes, thank you for reading the right comments. Yeah, to add Vin Diesel's, add his name to the roster to add hype and clout. I mean, Bradley Cooper as Rocket, he does an awesome job. At least you can hear his voice. I'd love to see him do the Rocket voice, because it's just so different from his normal voice. Oh, okay, now. Give us some cover. Is that not... There we go, now it's activating. Watch her down. Ooh. Someone below got attention, hey? Yes, I took your friend out. Silently. I wonder if I triple shot these things. Maybe I'll try that in future. Try triple shotting the watches to see if that works. Oh, there's one down there. We could try it on that one.
Not this time.
Yep, that definitely works. Cool. We're gonna be doing that a whole bunch more because watches are kind of annoying. Let's just gear up a couple more in preparation. Very good. Yoink. Medicine herbs. We don't know the way forward necessarily. I'm assuming it's behind us. Oh, there's also... Oh, there's a door there to override. So, therefore, I first want to check the door up here. That did not need overriding. Maybe it has some bonus loots. Oh, yep, there is loot here. Not that we really need it, but anyway. Feels a waste to not collect it, right? And that's not a door? Okay. Through the hackable door. Parkour our way through. Let us in! Tis shiny there for collect, exactly. Shinies give us more upgrades.
The machines collect blaze from the wilds, and it all flows here. Like blood to a heart. So the cauldron runs on. Life itself.
Okay. What do we got in here? A long leg, they are weak to shock. What are you? A watcher, you are just weak to being triple shot now, apparently. What do we got there? Another watcher, okay. Oh, that didn't kill it. That did.
The others haven't noticed.
I didn't realize this one was so close. I'm gonna turn around. You gonna turn around? Yes. Couldn't be bothered waiting for him to turn around. And you go through arrows a lot faster when you shoot them 3 at a time. Yes, so we do have to collect the shinies lest we cause Frosty and Grizz and Bright's brains to melt. Must get the loots. Okay, so long legs. Let us equip my shock bow. Shock bow of awesomeness. Nope, that's the frost bow. That's my shock bow. Well, there's a watcher there. Cool. Let's take out that. In the face! Alright. Oh, I didn't get it in the canister. Or did I? I did! And he's stunned. Critical hit. One more. One more. Finish him off. Very good. Next. What have we got? A long leg and a watcher. That's cool. We can... Oh, hang on. Let's sneak. I hit him in that. Okay, once they have an elemental effect on them, you cannot add another one till the current one wears off. Anyway, he's down. A triple shot for the watcher. Where did the watcher go? Over there. Bruh, you're ages away. I'm assuming there's still going to be something bigger to fight. The other cauldron had a big machine to battle. Oh, that looks hectic.
That's it. I'm already gone.
Okay, loving these triple shots of the super arrows. More expensive to make, but that's okay because I've got tons of resources. Okay, let us just do the little bit of healing. Now we need to get to the console. Hack this shit. Okay, Groot Bridge enabled. Override tool is recharging, so we have to wait for that before we can activate it, right? Here we go. Giddy up. Hold on to your butts. What's this going to reveal for us? Oh, there's multiples, right? Multiple activities to do. Oh, through the door over there, right? I thought that was going to be it. Silly me. How dare I oversimplify such a thing. So now we're going back that way? So we needing to get up on that ledge. Up on that ledge and across. How do we manage that? This ramp looks good. we spinning the right way? Or do we want this one to turn? No, Aloy. That way, yes. Nice. Shit, how are we getting across there? Oh, we're just dropping down. Alright, yep, that works. I panicked.
The belly of this giant beast.
So this is a Blaze processing facility. This is where they're creating Blaze, the fiery napalmy stuff that some machines utilize, that we then harvest for our own arrows and bombs. Thank you very much for the follow as well, Mike Wolf TV. Hope you're doing well. You are indeed Big Vito's son. I follow you on Twitch. Everyone might want to consider checking out his channel. I think you play a mixture of games, right? Oh, I should have run. Oh, we made it. Oh, I clenched in uncomfortable places for that. All right, thank you very much. So yes, check out Mike Wolf TV. He's got a YouTube and a Twitch and a TikTok channel, right? All of the above. Playing various games in the process. Now, we head in through... I'm assuming this way? Yes, there's an unactivated bridge, so that must be the way. This is the way. Mostly Twitch and TikTok. Yeah, cool, man. Alrighty. Mainly COD, Fortnite, Hogwarts, and some others. Ah, Hogwarts. I need to check that out one day. And this is the way. This is indeed the way deeper into the belly of the beast. Yoink. Okay, now we just jumping down there? Kinda looks like we're just jumping down there. Or is this just a loot section? Damn it, Aloy. Didn't get much direction out here. This has got to be the way. She also mentioned there. I think we're going to make our way around, right? There's no other way. Yeah, cool. All right, this way it shall be. Rusty doobie woman. Ah, should have just aimed for the water. It's all right. We got some healing herbs. Okay, now, what secrets lie within you, sir? Override the core. Okay, we can do that. Gotta rappel down. Probably fight some shit. Bring it on! Tally-ho! Okay, there's a watcher. What else have we got? Watcher, watcher, and snap more. Okay, that's fine. And we just... Oh, that hurt. Wasn't expecting that. I want to silent strike this. There we go. Oh, we're getting zapped from the force field. Get away from it, Aloy. Alright, we might just safely shoot the next one then. What's the game like? You want to play this so bad? Dude, it is fantastic. I love the story and the characters. The exploration side of things is really good. There's lots of exploration and world activities to perform. So I've done a lot of those already, which kind of power leveled me a bit, but I didn't want to bore the stream with doing those. So yeah, we're a bit over leveled in some regards, but it's all good. Keeps the story moving forward when we do the story missions. But yeah, it's very good. And trust me, you don't want to read up on any kind of spoilers. There is fantastic mystery and reveals. So avoid spoilers at all costs. So far we are spoiler free. It has been awesome. Discovering the pieces of the story and the mystery as you unfold is great. So don't watch the earlier parts of this stream if you plan to play this game and experience it for yourself. How are we meant to override this? Ah, do we have to damage these? Is that what we did last time? Oh, I need to make some more rope traps. Anyway, no, we climbed up to do something. That's right. Climb the lighty beams. Okay. Climb a pillar. Thank you, Frosty. Awesome. There we go. An override, yeah? Give me the override. Give me the hack. Let me hack. Here we go.
This is about to get a lot harder.
Snapmore. So, they are vulnerable to fire, if I remember correctly. Big alligator bastards. Let's see, where are you? Snapmore. Weak to fire. You've got a blaze canister on the back. I thought, oh, and a free sack underneath. Cool, alright. So, we can ignite some stuff on his body. Where is my fire bow? Seriously, where is my fire bow? There it is. Into this slot here. Thank you very much. Knock a couple of arrows. Shoot him in the blaze canister. That's gonna burn him. Oh shit! There's two. That's a Ravager, isn't it? Yeah, that's a Ravager. All right, time to change tactics then. I love fighting Ravagers to get their weapon blasted off. Whoop, missed. Oh, hang on. Oh dear. Slow-mo. Oh, we still missed even with the slow-mo. Oh, we're doing a terrible, terrible actions. All right. Oh, I didn't even dodge that very well. Come on, get out of the way. Okay, where's the... Oh, we did. We knocked his guns off. Fucking get up and sprint, Aloy. She keeps getting snagged. Keeps getting snagged on the terrain and not moving, and fucking hell, that's frustrating. That's the worse than what would happen in God of War, to be honest. Occasionally... There we go. Occasionally, Kratos would get snagged. Aloy gets snagged a lot more. We have got a lot of health potions. And he shocked his teammates. Get up, Aloy! Get the gun. Shoot the gun. Nope, get knocked down. Alright, well. Shoot Ravager! There we go, you're down. Shoot Gator. There we go. I made that look terrible, so I promise I can usually do things better than that. Ugh. Run, Forrest, run. First couple of shots, don't count that. You didn't see it. Excellent. Thank you, Mike. Alright, let's put this down. Let's,
I think I'm in the clear.
Yeah, let's grab the loot. Let's heal up one of those massive potions. Got the attention of some watchers or something out that way. We'll deal with that in a moment. Oh, man, alright, next time we'll aim to do that better. If I had known there was a Ravager there, I would have targeted that one first. I thought there was only the one. Never mind. Got her done.
That's it. More machines I can override.
Which machines? Does it tell us? Niet. Row overrides are available. Ravager, Longleg, Shellwalker, Snapmore, and Trampler. We can tame Ravagers now. That is going to be super helpful, especially because I've unlocked the skill points, which allows us to keep stuff tamed indefinitely, meaning there's no timer. Ooh, and we can get back out by hacking this bridge. So, Frosty, you did try to warn me saying the Snapball wasn't alone, but Shade never reads chat when you want him to. Yeah, I've been on a bad streak recently, haven't I? The last couple of weeks, I think, I have been terrible at catching the messages, the right messages when I need to. My bad.
Oh boy.
Yeah, spun the camera away from you. There we go. That's much cleaner combat. Much better, Aloy. Thank you. I will try to do better in my message reading. I'm not great at multitasking and focusing too much on the action here. Yes, I'll do better. I need like a little buzzer that nudges me on the leg or something when Frosty sends an important message I need to
These
look
are
at.
helpful. Bitter, though.
Bitter though, bitter though, bitter though. There's an echo. Hey, and our horsey is still here. Good job, horsey. Thank you for waiting. Back to the campfire. Dismount, save game at the campfire. All right, mission accomplished. We are done for tonight. Just as Cookie appears to have joined the stream and triggered a dad joke, thank you very much, sir. My wife is on a tropical fruit diet. The house is full of stuff. It's enough to make a mango crazy. Ah, very good. Love the dad jokes. Oh no, did we get a raid? Pungent Master. Ah, Pungent Master. How you doing, man? I'm needing to tune into your stuff. I didn't realize you were streaming again. Thank you very much for raiding. Pungent Master, check him out. He is also one of my friends in real life. We plan on doing some collaboration stuff at some stage. He is an awesome channel. I have very much enjoyed laughing at his expense when things have gone wrong in the game, such as Grounded, and was it Monster Hunter Rise, where you rage quit so hard that you uninstalled it immediately? I felt your pain. I understood your pain. A little bit entertaining because it wasn't me, but I still did feel your pain, and I did feel sorry for you, my friend. Ah, very good, very good. You haven't been streaming for a little while. No worries. And it was a good stream that Pungent did as well, was it? Awesome. Excellent. Well, hopefully mine wasn't too bad, but we are both ending at the same time, it would seem. You assumed you were finishing up. I wanted to send love because I love you. Oh, thanks, man. Love you too, bro. Very much looking forward to doing some team up and some collaboration at some stage. Maybe some, what was it, Dying Light? Was it Dying Light? Dying Light 2? Or something Edge? That's one of the things we talked about. We've also talked about potentially doing some D&D type stuff with some improv mixed in. But anyway, that's a little ways down the track. You rage crit big time in Monster Hunter, yeah. Trash game. Dude, I feel your pain. I mean, I constantly critique and comment on things that I think are either lame or bad design choices in games in the hope that, I don't know, maybe one day someone will listen to it. Probably not really, but, you know, at least I get to vent my frustrations with some hopefully articulate critiquing. Anyway, yes, the fact that you were sent, or you were led to believe you were meant to hunt and fight a particular monster, which took a bit of preparation to do, to then find out it was the wrong one and the game just misled you and let you go the wrong way. Yeah, very frustrating. Right there. Dying Light 1. Cool, that's what we were talking about, potentially doing some co-op for. Awesome. Oh, shit. There is a... that's a convoy sneaking up on us. Alright, as you were, bots. I have not played Diablo 4. I am unlikely to play it for a little bit. I want to let Diablo 4 settle in. I'm assuming there'll be fixes and patches required. I know there's a bit of fuss about some of the balancing. Oh, you... Dude! You... Attack my poor bro! attack both of you guys. Back up. Alright, I know how to fight you guys too. We need to shoot your claws off. Oh, except we need to get close enough to get a tear arrow on you. There we go, you got one. Yeah, that hurt you, didn't it? That hurt you, dickhead. I was trying to peacefully let you go. You would not allow it. Big hit. Another big hit. Oh man, his shock thing is still not broken. I thought I busted that off. You're gonna lose your weapons, my dude. Oh, he's still got his shield up though. Now, these things are kind of funny. Once you break their weapons off... There we go, got him shock stunned. Once you disarm them, they can't attack you. So if I could shoot the lightning thing off his belly, he would be completely disarmed and just walk around unable to do anything. We've taken his claws off, so he's going to just sit there.
Yes.
Until we get close. But anyway, convoy taken out. Loot gained. I tried to be a pacifist. I tried to leave you go because I don't need the loot, but you made me do it. You attacked my horsey. My horsey's dead too. That's alright, we'll get another one. So, Pungent Master... Whoop. You're more worried about the monetization in Diablo 4. Yes, well, they have sworn black and blue over and over again that it won't be for pay to win. It'll be cosmetic only. We promise, definitely, yes. They've had to emphasize it so much because of the shitstorm that was pay to win in Diablo Immortal. And that is genuinely a technologically impressive game. Diablo Immortal is very well done, playing on a mobile device and what it has in it. Genuinely impressive. Completely ruined by the fact that for a lot of endgame content or PvP content, you literally need to spend many thousands of dollars to try and get the chance to re-roll the gems over and over again till you get really good legendary gems, for which you will then be almost invincible to some people or to some battles. Redonkulous. Anyway, we'll see what happens with Diablo 4. In the meantime, I've been playing Diablo 2 Resurrected, offline mode, utilizing mods, and I have created some mods of my own. One of which I think is cool, because it kind of lets you have a little mercenary posse with support activities. Another one that I think is pretty cool, because you get to sort of craft custom gear. What do you call it? Disenchant unique and legendary items, strip their traits or their abilities off them, merge it onto your own custom gear. I will be doing a Diablo 2 stream in the not too distant future, for which I will also record some footage and explanation for my recommended mod list to utilize when playing the game, as well as the mods and showcases for the mods that I've created, so that's still to come as well. So Pungent, you don't even care for cosmetic microtransactions. I agree, especially for a game that is a full-priced AAA game to start with. The way Path of Exile does its transactions, I don't mind, because there are some cosmetics there. You do unlock some conveniences, such as more stash spaces and stuff, but I don't mind paying them a little bit of money and supporting them because it's a free game. Yes. Vito, you loved Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction without mods. I've never played with mods until now, and I have been loving it. I have played it so much back in the old days, and I played it again when it first launched, doing some of the season ladder stuff. Got a bit frustrated with it because I find it really tedious and annoying how to play on ladder you really need someone to power level you into hell and then try and get some good gear, and then you can finally start playing the game. That's why I've got my angle with using mods to make it more of a single player experience that's a bit more accessible and fun. A bit more fun in how some of those mechanics work with a few mods to tweak it. But I'll cover it. Maybe I can convince you to give it a go. maybe not, and that's cool. Diablo 3, Pungent Master, Diablo 2, you tried to play a hardcore run with some people at a LAN game a little while ago. I have no interest in hardcore. All it takes is one little cock up. You can see how sometimes I cock up randomly. I'll do awesome and then I'll do terrible. I'm not risking my sanity for spending hours on a hardcore character only to die to some sort of cheat mechanic or lame game mechanic and get one shot and then lose the character. Not for me, my friend, but I am impressed by anyone else who does do that. Pungent, if it's free-to-play games, it's a different story. Apex is a great example of a store done well. Ah, cool. I've not actually played Apex Legends. I probably should check it out at some stage. Played a lot of Overwatch, but Overwatch is not a free game. But also, you don't really get sucked into doing any microtransactions with them either. The other issue I have is microtransactions these days are not micro at all. Micro means small. When microtransactions were first introduced into games, it was like 50 cents, $1 for this cosmetic item, not $30 for a different armor that goes on your horsey that you don't even get to see all the time. That is fucking ridiculous. But unfortunately, it's the reality we live in. If people would stop spending money on them, maybe they would stop doing it. I don't know. Pungent, you still don't like microtransactions at all? Give you a game, DLC, and maybe season of the content? I ain't golden. I completely agree. Like I say, if it's a free game, I'm okay with it, depending on how they do it. Your example of Apex, very well done. But AAA game that then launches and has microtransactions, I'm not up for it. AAA game that is well content delivered, as in like it's well rounded out, that then produce additional content for you to experience and pay for, I'm up for that. Games in the past have done that well. However, some games have done some dodgy practices of instead cutting bits out to then sell as DLC. And Mass Effect, one of my most beloved franchises, did that with Mass Effect 3 and the From Ashes DLC. They're like, oh, no, we did that later. It wasn't stripped. It was totally something we worked on and added later. And then people have unpacked, done data mining, unpacked the files in the original release and go, no, there it is. There's some of those contents right there. Javik was always meant to be part of the main game. He was not meant to be a DLC, but they trimmed it and then sold it and shipped it. Lame, but that's why I waited for the collector's edition on sale to come out before I played it in the first place. And now it's all bundled into the Legendary Edition anyway. Pungent, if you're ready, keen to run some Apex, let me know. Wink, wink. All right, I will keep that in mind. You can maybe educate and train me a little, perhaps, eh? Eh? Destiny is basically $10 transactions for skins, which is bonkers. Yeah, fuck that. That is stupid. That is greedy. I wish people would stop buying them so it stops happening and they stop doing these things. But they're taking a lot of hints from the mobile game market, which has also got just egregious pay to win and silly cosmetic transactions as well. Anyway, still Destiny is probably the least scummy that you have played. Yeah, Destiny has had so many ups and downs during its time, right? But I've played a lot of Destiny and I thought a lot of it was quite good content, good story, good universe. It was cool. And I think they have once again found their feet and doing decent things for players, but they haven't always. Anyway, I could talk about games and my opinion on many things all night, but I do need to sign off. I will very happily talk about this again in future. Thank you very much to everyone who has come along tonight to hang out. Thank you very much to the legendary Pungent Master and bringing your raid party in to at least catch the end of our stream. Watch me kill a bunch of bots, although not as cleanly as I would have liked. Didn't really demonstrate my skills there. Yes, really appreciate everyone coming on. Very much love and appreciate our Patreon sponsors. You are absolutely legendary. Many of you are coming along tonight to contribute. And a final plug, I guess, for our Discord server. Get amongst it. Many of our Patreon sponsors are on there, as well as the people who have chatted tonight. We have awesome content on there, such as pet pics, memes, arts and crafts, cooking wins and fails, giveaways, specials, general chit-chat, general game chat, and even ways to try and group up in certain games if people are interested. It's all there. Chuck it in there. Punjin, you have definitely kept me up. I have been talking since 8 a.m. this morning. I've had a very big day. My voice is definitely dying. But we got there in the end. I wanted to see this story bit. We got through this story bit. Thank you again to Frosty for helping us navigate the right things and side quests and real quests to do in the right order to get the most benefit. Next session, we shall continue with more cauldrons and then off to save the Nora, I think. We might talk about a bit more on Discord what to do next. But lots of stuff, lots of cool stuff still to happen in this game. I'm loving it. I'm very excited. Hopefully you'll come along and check that out as well. This has been Nerdedness. I've been Shade. You've been awesome. Have a good night. Have a good evening. Have a good afternoon. And we'll catch you again very soon.